touch from a trinity. Well, alright, come over me yard now, girl. One thing when me want you understand. What we do, that's our business. The longer the secret, the longer the fun. What we do is between you and I. Between you and I. Between you and I, yeah. And what we do is between you and I, yeah. Between you and I, yeah. Between you and I, yeah. Equation add me, subtract your clothes. Minus your boyfriend, multiply shows. You see the freak in you. Love when me put it deep in you, baby. She only cheat on him cause he don't know what he has. I could be everything you need, just keep it between us. Oh, what we do is between you and I. Between you and I. Between you and I, yeah. And what we do is between you and I, yeah. Between you and I, yeah. Between you and I, yeah. She only cheap on it cause he don't see what he has. I could be everything you need, just keep it between us. Between us, baby. Between us. And between us, baby. Between us. What we do is between you and I. Between you and I. Between you and I, yeah. And what we do is between you and I, yeah. Between you and I.
Since they were on sale, Laura bought these umbrella shoes without thinking. Literally, without thinking. Hungry for deals? You'd better come and satisfy it at KFC before doing something crazy. 7 pieces of delicious chicken with a bucket of fries. The KFC Wow Bucket for $119.95.
Your child is beginning to discover the world. It's time to let them explore. Clim 1 Plus contains calcium, iron and vitamins that support their defenses, helping to promote a healthy immune system and normal growth. After all, your little explorer has the whole world to discover. Clim, your love, their future. Clim 1 Plus is not a breast milk substitute. It is specially suited from 1 year onward.
Are you ready to dive into a summer of fun and learning? Join us at the La Jolla Sporting Complex for our instructional swimming classes for children and adults. For the little ones, our Tuesday and Thursday classes from May 28th to July 4th are the perfect opportunity to splash into confidence and build lifelong skills in the water. And for those with busy weekends, fear not. Our Saturday and Sunday classes running from May 25th to June 30th offer a flexible schedule to fit your family's needs. Adults, it's never too late to become a water wizard. Join us on Saturdays and Sundays from May 28th to July 4th, or choose our Monday and Wednesday classes starting May 27th through July 3rd. Registration is just a splash away. Call 225-4375 extension 5318 to secure your spot today. EPL Properties Limited, enhancing people's lives.
So new. It's so radical.
New! The KFC Double Stacker Sandwich. 2 crispy chicken fillets sandwiched with barbecue sauce and cheddar cheese.
So new. It's so radical.
Order your Double Stacker Sandwich now via the app or KFC.com. It's finger licking good.
You got it, baby. Give me some, baby. Yeah. Melanin popping, everything firm, nothing ain't dropping on you. All the big heads them watching, 6-figure clocking, but that ain't bothering you. No. Man could have gone on them ways, you know. Still. But them boy go run the place, you know. Watch how your mother pray for you. Look how you're born with flavor, flavor, flavor. Melanin flavor, flavor, flavor. Sign the pen on your paper, paper, paper. Melanin flavor, flavor, flavor. Tell a boy go brave, you know. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Before you hot up the place, you know. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Look how you sweet like bonbon, like sugar in a pot when you brown. You know where you come from, so nobody can take you for clown now. Cause you know what you have is special. So baby, do give it up now, because your mother pray for you. Look how you're born with flavor, flavor, flavor. Melanin flavor, flavor, flavor. Sign the pen on your paper, paper, paper. Melanin flavor, flavor, flavor. Tell a boy go brave, you know. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Before you hot up the place, you know. Boy go brave, you know. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Before you hot up the place.
Good evening. Good evening, everyone. My goodness. Welcome to Island Girl Talk. It's your Island Girls. I'm Crystal Kane.
I'm Samara Lalu.
I'm Ruby Paris.
I'm Talia Alexander.
And welcome to season 3.
Yes.
Guys.
Talia ready to spell.
We overzealous over here. We ready. We excited. Talia knocking down glasses already.
We're ready.
My goodness. I have to say, guys, we are so happy to finally be back for another season of Island Girl Talk. We're excited because, of course, we have new faces, right? New cast. Season 1, we had the lovely, we don't want to forget our people. Season 1, we had the lovely Nisi and Trinidad Shona, right? Of course, season 2, we had the talented Kemba Joe and Nicole. We also had Nicole Wongchong, who you'll still be seeing quite a lot of, right? We had Steph Kalu helping us out as well, right? Big up y'all. And of course, in season 3,
you got
right?
us.
Who we have? You have us. But of course, we want to get into who we are in the Spotlight segment. We are today's guests.
We are.
Right? So if you want to find out more about who the new girls are, you got to stay tuned for our next segment. All right? Keep on watching. Keep on watching. But before we continue, how are you ladies? You know, we had to keep up. How was your weekend?
Yes.
How is your week thus far?
Good. We could start with the Lord.
Yes,
Yes, Towels, mummies.
We forgot to do that. Come on, mommy towels.
We don't play about the Lord, right? Father God, we just thank you, God, for this platform, oh God. I pray that you will continue to just do a mighty work in each one of us. We thank you for keeping us safe. And we just take full control of this platform, Father, to your glory. In Jesus' name we pray.
Amen. Yes, we know who running this show. Right? No doubt about it. But Sam, you were telling us, how was your weekend and your week thus far?
Oh, my week thus far was really good. It was quite productive, surprisingly. I got some rest in between, which was really good. I'm thankful for that because
rest is always good.
It's been crazy. Like the past month and a half was really, really hectic. So I'm really glad to get a bit of rest and, still have work going on. That is a better pace than the grind,
Yes. You know, we have a show called The Grind right here on our radio.
But that one is more fun.
Pick up my text boy.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. And your week thus far, like, how is it going?
Oh, my week thus far is fantastic. I'm here today. So
Yes, I. Rose, what about you, girl?
Between last time we met and today, the week it's had its challenges, it's had its ups and downs. I mean, my schedule does not stop. So each day just kind of blends into the other. I really heavily rely on my schedule and my calendar to keep me on top of like what comes next.
Yeah.
I woke up this morning and I was like, oh my God, is it Friday yet?
2 days of the week matter though anymore. Like,
it really
don't
doesn't.
even know what it is.
It just kind of blends into each other. But of course, always grateful because I mean, I just remembered I've always prayed for opportunities to effortlessly flow toward me. And they are happening, so I can't complain about being busy. Like, I don't really have time for rest. I wish, but you know what? All in good time. Everything will happen in the right time. Those facts.
Gil, I hear that. I hear that.
But you have to make the time for rest, because if you don't take care of your rest, then exactly you don't get to show up at opportunities.
You know, when I try to rest, I have these dogs that really be out there acting up.
Yeah, no.
They're like, we need attention now. So balance, balance.
Indeed. Balance. Sals, how was your weekend and your week thus far, babe?
It was definitely challenging in a good way. Like I told you guys before, privately, you know, I've been in the igloo for a little while. You know, the Lord had me there for a while, but I think now He's actually launching me out, including Island Girl Talk.
Yay!
So I'm excited, I'm nervous, but I'm also, I believe I'm ready. So I'm just embracing these changes now, and again, to God be the glory. So
ready like Freddy boy.
stuff, dog.
Yes, indeed.
Jump out.
Yeah, it's time to jump out now.
I just want to
Shine that light, girl.
Notice to some of the people in the chat.
Yes.
Immediately are like, blessed love to the panel. Good evening,
Yes, my God.
Welcome back.
Nice to see you.
Energy.
We getting it.
Bless the love.
Love
Yeah.
that. Thanks, guys.
Thank you guys so much.
Who else we have, Rubes?
We have DJ Kello, the energy. He said, welcome back, Chris, and welcome, ladies.
Yes, thank you,
We have
Kello.
Kyle telling everybody thank you.
Hey.
And like Samara just started saying love.
Hey.
I wish you could feel the energy in the studio too. It's just as vibrant as what you're feeling through the
Yes. Did you read Brittany's comment?
God
of
said
course,
blessed
good
love to the
evening,
panel.
ladies.
Yes.
Welcome back.
Hi,
Clap,
Brittany.
Hi.
Brittany.
Who we have on the live?
Brittany is my sister / God sister / everything. She's family.
right.
All the way from Canada. Big up all you. Big up all you. Yes,
Big
I.
up to Brittany.
Thank
Thank
you,
you so much for
Brittany,
the
for
support
tuning
and
in.
the
Yeah,
love.
thanks for locking on.
Trevor already ball out. What a cast.
What?
We get flowers, girl.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh. But of course, today we have a really nice topic. We're going to get into it shortly. But before we do so, we want to remind you guys to please like and share the stream.
Yes.
Share to your friends, share via WhatsApp, share on your social media stories. The more the merrier. We like to talk. We want to talk with y'all. And it's also nice to hear your feedback on the different topics that we get into. You know, this is Island Girl Talk. It's catered to what Caribbean women. But, you know, we know the men have their opinions as well. So really, it's for everyone. It's for everyone, right? Also, we want that our radio is about local talents. We celebrate and promote everything local. So if you're an up and coming local artist or regional artist, and you have music, or you have new music, or you're already established and you want to still be heard, please send your music to music@ourradio.fm. I find like I say music a lot. Right? So once more.
It is a music station.
Indeed.
So
send your stuff, send your material to music@ourradio.fm.
Yes.
Again, it's music@O.U.R radio.fm. All right? Other than that, enjoy the show. We have a real nice show coming up for you guys. Right?
I see.
So what do you think? I think we should take a small little break and then come back in with the topic. But before we go, we want to know, what does a first impression mean to you? That's the teaser. That's the teaser. Right? There are good first impressions and there are bad first impressions. Today, that's what we are talking about. First impressions. Do they really last?
do they?
Right? Stay tuned. We will be back right after these messages.
We need to slip on the line and make them come back.
So
Since they were on sale, Laura bought these umbrella shoes without thinking. Literally, without thinking. Hungry for deals? You'd better come and satisfy it at KFC before doing something crazy. 7 pieces of delicious chicken with a bucket of fries. The KFC Wow Bucket for $119.95.
We are gone back. My super pull up in the party. Whole gang fully up, started. So we are gone back.
I will follow you down.
Anywhere that we go.
I will follow you down.
Anywhere that we go.
I will follow you down.
Anywhere that we go.
I will follow you
They gone back. Say come follow me down there, down there. Yeah. Follow me down there. Yeah, yeah. Baby, me ready for party. Yeah. Baby, me ready for party. Yeah. We just chillin', ganja billin'. Me team winning, we down there. And we not come here for trouble nobody. Boy, tell me come here for party.
Yeah, I'm a zest on a regular basis. All my dogs and I'm ready to face it. If we pressin', we out there. We could chest after zestin', it's okay. Swag is original, I'm an original. Let me go bless all the party. We keep it minimal, still do the most. We keep it visible, we on the road.
My super pull up in the party. Whole gang fully up, started.
So we alright, we alive, we come back.
My super pull up in the party. Whole gang fully up, started.
Are you ready to dive into a summer of fun and learning? Join us at the La Jolla Sporting Complex for our instructional swimming classes for children and adults. For the little ones, our Tuesday and Thursday classes from May 28th to July 4th are the perfect opportunity to splash into confidence and build lifelong skills in the water. And for those with busy weekends, fear not, our Saturday and Sunday classes running from May 25th to June 30th offer a flexible schedule to fit your family's needs. Adults, it's never too late to become a water wizard. Join us on Saturdays and Sundays from May 28th to July 4th, or choose our Monday and Wednesday classes starting May 27th through July 3rd. Registration is just a splash away. Call 225-4375 extension 5318 to secure your spot today. EPL Properties Limited, enhancing people's lives.
Can you take me higher? Can you take me higher than this? Can you take me higher? Can you take me higher than this? I know I may be alive. I get it. I'm something now. Need attention 24/7. Not to mention I get jealous. I know you deal with that like a house. No one can deal with that like a house. Got it like a retro love. Burn it down and save our love. Can you take me higher? Can you take me higher than this? Can you take me higher? Can you take me higher?
We are back, guys. We're back with more show for you guys. It's your Island Girls.
Yeah.
I'm Crystal Kane.
Hey, I'm Smara Lalu.
I'm Ruby Paris.
And I'm Talia Alexander.
And if you're just joining us, well, this is a good time to start because we're
that's
just
right.
about to enter into the meat of the thing. Right? Guys, those of you who are familiar with the show already, you'll know that we start with the topic of the day. And we have a really nice one for you. First impressions.
Yes.
Do they really last? Which is a good one because we have a new cast and we want you all to get familiar and that kind of thing. All right? And we know first impressions is a thing that I think it really does last.
I think so.
Of course, it
I
really
think
does
it
last.
lasts, but it does it. It lasts, but does it really have an effect for that long? Like people will remember, but do they hold you to that same?
I feel so.
I think so. I mean, I can't speak on behalf of everybody else.
Yeah.
But I know for myself, even if time shows me differently, there's always that little voice in the back of my head that remembers that first initial impression.
Talk the things.
Like, unless you and I have that relationship or build to the level of trust where we could talk about it and be like, you know, when I first met you, I really didn't like you. Because you rubbed me the wrong way from the jump. And we resolve that. Then we could do that. Let it go. But before that, it's like,
I read somewhere that it takes about, especially if your first impression was a bad one, it takes about 8 great encounters to change that person's mind about you. Because you could end up having a bad first impression with someone, and then you could, like I said in the caption, you could heal world hunger, solve world hunger, and still that person be like, I feel she's still a, you know,
that's true.
She just pretending, you know, she trying a thing, but deep down she's still that. Like people do still hold you to that that wavelength, so to speak.
Also, it doesn't help if you have a bad first impression and then you meet someone who also had a bad first impression of the same person. Because both of you all end up
it
more
solidifies what you already believe then.
Felt,
right.
Because now you all have a team and a common enemy at this point, right? Whereas everybody else in the room is like, no, but they're so great and they're so nice and they're so lovely. And the two of you all,
like,
both
I know the truth. I
know the truth, boy.
If it's 8 times with one person, it's a 16.
And this first impression could be about 10 years ago, you know. You done going through a lifetime or lifetimes of changes. You done work on yourself, you heal yourself.
Especially now in this time, they don't believe that a person could change.
They don't believe.
But Crystal, explain to us what a first impression is. In
Just to give them a little educative aspect of what it is. So what are first impressions? First impressions are the almost instant conclusions that we draw when meeting someone for the first time. We form this opinion by quickly taking in information about the person, including their face, how they dress, their posture, and their tone of voice. Right? So it's like that first 7 seconds of meeting someone, you draw conclusions right away, whether you intend to or not. It's automatic. Right? And it's important to be mindful and intentional when going into situations that, you know, you really do want to make a good first impression. You know what I mean?
I also feel like it's so ironic that the flip side of that, when someone makes a really strong, good impression, that we become so like surprised when they're not the person that we thought that they were. To the point where maybe it was a fluke. Maybe I'm just not making excuses, right? On the total opposite of when they made a bad first impression. We're not like maybe it was a
bad day. Maybe just not in the right time.
Immediately we're like,
so Ruby, what you're saying is when a first impression is good, people doubt it. They doubt themselves.
No.
But if it's bad, they automatically believe it.
Actually, no. I'm saying when you get a good first impression and time passes and that person proves not to be the person you judged as. You end up, because you had such a strong, good impression on the first instance, you actually forgive the moments when they no longer aligned with who you assume they were.
It's true, you know.
Which is weird because on the other side,
it don't work the other way around.
Them almost like victim to a misalignment.
I think because we're performance driven, we're very performance driven when it comes to like Hollywood and what is expected of us. So when we get that glamorous first impression, we're not prepared for the humanity behind the person.
Things
So that's what I'm saying, that, you know, honestly, like, okay, before we get into this part, this is where the grace is important.
Yeah.
Because
100%.
honestly, there are people who I've met before where I had a very terrible first impression, but then when I bounced them up about like 2 or 3 times, I was like, they are one of the sweetest people that I've ever met in my life.
Yeah.
I could have missed that because I prejudged them before the time.
Right.
So
I love
grace
that you
is
said
important.
that. I love that you said that.
Yeah.
The whole idea of prejudgment.
Indeed. Let's take a moment to go to the chat room. You know, we can't ignore people.
Let's
So
see.
we have Shawnee in the house.
That's
Are you
my girl.
new? Welcome, Shawnee. She
Hey,
says,
Shawnee.
Sissy Poo,
Yes, that's
LaShawn
my
is
girl.
locked.
Yes.
Brittany
Big up
says
LaShawn.
hi again. We have Celine Latron.
Literally, that's my bestie boo. Excellent.
She says, so excited for this episode. Beautiful ladies. Special shout out to Ruth. Indeed. And of course, Talia is responding to Shawnee. Shawnee.
I'm responding to you here, sir.
Now, guys, you know that the show is mainly about you all and to get all your
Yes.
different perspectives. So chime in the live
Right,
chat. We
right,
want to
right.
hear
Yes.
all about what you have to say.
Discussion.
Do you guys can you guys recall a good first impression that you've had or a bad first impression that you had and how it still affects your life today with said people? We want to hear about
we
your
wanna
stories.
Yes, we
I
Yes?
love a story time, you know.
Before we get into the story time, Ruby, why do you all think first impressions are important?
You know, I think, okay, so I would say as Caribbean people, we can take a very judgmental stance on first meeting someone, and we kind of actually project our own values onto a person, and if they're misaligned with that value in those first first 10 seconds, we kind of just
Write them
assume
off.
the worst in them and write them off, right?
Yeah.
And I think Caribbean people don't forget. I don't care what nobody say, Caribbean people don't forget.
We don't forget.
If the ancestors and the spirits say no,
It's a no. It's a very no.
and that can actually, like, in the wrong spaces, close doors and opportunities for you that
I wanted you to get to
quite
that.
honestly
Yeah.
could alter the entire direction of your
Of your
life.
life, yeah.
Like,
Yes, they
people
can.
who would want to help you if you had made a better impression are suddenly like, no, I'm okay.
Yeah, I'm not going to
I
try.
really don't
Don't
care
want
if you have
that
a nice
headache.
opinion of her. I did not get a good
Yeah.
experience.
Yes,
Yeah.
indeed.
And that's rough
Yeah.
because it's like they are now like the Caribbean tanties.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
So always saying, what's your friend?
Yes.
I see your friend. I don't know them like that, but what's your
Your
friend?
friend. Yeah.
That's so true.
Where you always get, you see them people are wrong. Yeah, that is not your friend, you know.
Yeah.
That is not your friend, you know. Yeah,
And
you know?
I think too, I read too that first impressions are largely, what's the word I'm looking for? It's subconscious.
Yeah,
Right? Which means it's more powerful.
Yes.
If you know what I mean. It's in there, it's not leaving.
A belief is harder to break than
Exactly.
anything that sinks in or internalized by a person that sees you in 8 seconds and say, I've internalized that this perception that I have of you could be projection or not, based on whatever these 8 seconds I get is, and I'm like, no. So now I'm going to tell my friend, no. So then this is a whole
Gang up.
gate
Yes.
with people behind that
Correct.
it's like,
No.
nah.
It's
Absolutely.
interesting you said that because it just brings to mind that idea that when we get a good first impression of someone, is it then that we're looking for the qualities from ourselves that we see reflected in them? So is it that we connect to? Are we like,
Yeah.
More or less. And then whether they're good or bad, most people see themselves as intrinsically good.
Yes.
So they look.
So true.
So they look for that. In
instance,
talk to Matals.
Let's see if everybody
Sounds
agree with
getting
me.
excited over there.
We get us excited with this one.
Y'all ever go into a taxi and every driver, like any one of them ever said that they were a bad driver?
No,
Everybody
not
did.
one.
And sometimes, like, you want to know, Lord help me, we should
Please, Lord, please, Lord.
when you corner, like,
Yeah.
right? So honestly,
Please let me
the
be
ego,
rich.
the pride, you know, we could risk losing a lot of healthy relationships
Yes.
if we don't see where we, you know, we need grace too.
Yeah.
And
True.
that's-
100%.
So yeah, that is
Yeah.
that's some good stuff,
100%.
Marcus.
Yes,
And
indeed.
I mean, even bad first impressions. Like, can you imagine you going into a job interview or something?
Oh gosh.
And that
Yes.
first impression costs you your livelihood, basically.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know?
100%,
Yep.
honey.
But,
Yep.
but
100%.
I would
I've
like
had a few.
to I don't think I chime in here, right?
Well, as actors, we know that.
I would like to hear everybody's, you know, first impression experience in terms of good, bad?
Good and bad.
Yeah.
Okay. Before, let's get to that, but let's see what the people are saying.
Yes.
We've seen some
All
nice
right.
comments.
We have any stories?
Yes, I. Who wants to go? Who didn't read yet? Sam? Tals?
Shawnee saying nice. Hi, nice topic.
Yes,
All
nice,
right. Fire
Wolfman.
Wolfman. Welcome back, IGT. Hi, crew. Well, hey. She in football.
Gosh, man.
Wait, viewing us from football?
You know?
Fire Wolfman, big up you, boy. Big up you.
Anika Wood. That's my cousin.
Hi, Anika.
So excited to listen. Loving the convo already.
Yes.
Hi, Kaz. Hi, Ruth.
Welcome, Anika.
I love that.
Yeah.
I never
Oh, gosh.
connection.
But I feel like we should share little stories. Guys, looking on,
Right.
we want to hear about your good and bad
bad
first
first
impressions, if any.
Yeah. And did they last? Like, what was the impact of it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why
When did you
did
realize?
they?
Way off.
My opinion changed.
Who dares to go first, boy? Oh, whoosh. For real?
So a bad first impression.
Yes.
So guys, as an actor, you have to be multifaceted. You have to sing, you have to dance, you have to act, you have to produce, you have to everything.
Yes.
You have to do it.
Yeah.
I was facetious enough to think that I had the qualifications to audition for Lion King UK. Right?
You're big in the dance. When you're big and large.
I am not a songstress. I'm not a singer. No. I sing in the choir at church to praise the Lord. And I thought, yeah, man, I had this. I sing solo in church. I can do this.
Yeah, throat.
Listen to me. I rehearsed. And my housemate at the time, she was big into musical theater. Like, that was her background with her family.
Right.
So she was training me for this audition. Like, I got the audition on the Friday, and the next Monday was the audition. Yeah. Now, London is very wet. It's very cold and very wet. It's mostly grey sky 70% of the time. I did not anticipate that it was going to rain that day.
Oh, Lord.
Because it was like a little summer vibe and it was a little warm the day before. So I thought, okay, well, it's sunny outside. Let me go take the train, get there early. Because when you're early, you're on time. When you're on time, you're late. Showed up to the audition. Boom. Grey sky. Cold. I'm like, the rain is going to fall. Walk inside. First thing, started off having a bad foot already. The audition wasn't even that day. The audition was for the next day.
Oh, shucks.
But they were like, girl,
Too early.
hear what? Obviously in a British accent, but I'm not about to do that. We'll squeeze you in. When we get a chance, we'll squeeze you in. If nobody shows up for their slot, we'll squeeze you in. Guys, I waited 5 hours
Oh my God.
to do that audition. They literally had a sign saying no vocal warm-ups outside of this room.
Oh, shucks.
No vocal warm-ups in the streets. It was also raining
Dang.
outside.
So no
I
streets.
sat silently for 5 hours.
Oh, no.
When I got into that audition room, now, mind you, I picked a Sam Smith. And I was going to shell it down. Like, I practiced down here. I was ready.
Don't get it.
I got into that room. And luckily enough, the pianist and I have done auditions together before. So he knew, you know, a little thing.
Yeah. Yes.
He was happy to see me. We had some bands.
Right.
And the girl was like, okay, well, whenever you're ready. And I was like,
Oh, Lord.
and my mouth open. And everything was out of tune.
Oh,
Every
God.
single
The
note. to the
throat
point where
close up.
I started to laugh. And I was like, Ruby, you can't laugh at yourself during the audition. And I really thought I made a positive first impression. And I was like, hi, good evening. Thank you so much for seeing me. She was straight face. Yeah, whenever you're ready, lady.
Oh, dear God.
Started the song.
You're keeping us here too
and
long.
it did not help that I sounded terrible. When I say terrible, you know when you play a chord, 3 notes at the same time?
Yeah.
Each note was out of tune. Like, it was,
snap.
and I literally thought to myself, I ruined a huge opportunity for myself.
no.
I could have at least made it to the callback.
Yeah.
I could have at least made a good impression to a casting director.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, so even if I wasn't a suit for Lion King, I could have gotten something else.
Yeah.
She was like, okay, we'll be in touch. Obviously, we were never in touch. That's just the first bad impression that came to mind.
Oh, my
You
goodness.
did the best you
Yeah,
could.
you did the
Ruby.
best.
It was still
Given the
something.
circumstances.
I really I done? To the
5
best I
hours.
can.
Oh dear God.
No, because for 5 hours,
Yeah, that's a long
you
time.
couldn't warm up.
This is
So,
I feel that had a
was
big
it.
part to do with it.
Yeah, I
and it
think so
was
too.
raining. It probably
Yeah.
was cold. Your
It
throat
was so
closed
much,
up a little
yeah,
bit.
yeah.
I get
And
it.
I was thinly clad.
Oh, jeez.
Oh
So,
Lord.
yeah, that
And
was
briefly,
not a
what
good-
was a really good first
Yeah.
impression?
A really good first impression would have been auditions that I would have gotten casted for. Like, I would walk into a room and I would immediately know once I got the script, this role is for me. And I think all my positive first impressions kind of banked on that same idea of confidence. Like,
Yeah.
confidence
Yes.
walking into a room
Facts.
and energetically putting myself out there of like, I got this.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then they believe you got this.
Yeah.
And then you
Yes.
got this.
And then you got
And then
that.
you
It's
just
really
got it.
just about self-belief, you know.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I like that. All right.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was nice, Ruth.
Yes,
I like that.
guys. My first little story time.
Who's next? Who's sharing next? Okay.
You wanna go ahead?
Yeah, no, you can.
All right.
Everybody else can come into mind for me right now. I'm thinking.
All right, so what I would say is that I will use the same topics for both because you could have good and bad first impressions with the same thing sometimes, the same field sometimes,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So, for instance, before coming to faith, I obviously have a very cultural background, singing, dancing. People knew me out there, right? Now, once you're in the element of talent, you're confident. That in itself, you go into a room, you command the room, this is what you call for, this is what you're made for. So I didn't have to force it. This is just what I'm born for. I don't know why I keep
Don't put no drink inside of that.
for you spill anything. So in a case like that, I've always had really good first impressions when it comes to like going to an audition and actually making it in whatever role that I would have, carded for now, right? So thank God for that. Even when it came to the faith as well, the first time I came out, I thought I was going to get like, what's going on with this girl? And in some cases, yes, but I think I got like a lot of good feedback in the beginning because first and foremost, expecting that from me was a big shock to a lot of people. Not to mention, I think because of my faith, truth is very important. So I was speaking like a lot of truth at that time, and it was seemingly refreshing for a lot of people who were thinking it but didn't want to say anything. So I had a lot of good feedback when it comes to that. Now, with the same set of topics, there's the flip side of it, which is, okay, let's start with God first, right? So in my faith, my journey, there's times where God will isolate you to prepare you, right?
100%.
Anybody who knows me, I was very an extrovert, outgoing, so keeping me in one place. Even my mom used to tell me, Natalia, you need to learn to be by yourself. And I used to be like, okay, mom, deuces, right? Right? But God had other plans. So through him, I was able to do just that.
Yeah.
And it was one of the most peaceful, transformative. I learned a lot. I had a lot of downloads, wisdom, a lot of I didn't expect it to be so fulfilling for me. But on the external, it will look to the person as if, she lazy? She ain't doing nothing, because they know my background. I'm out there doing a lot of stuff. So it would shock them, there's shock factor. They would be like, she wasting her life and all of that now. So there was bad first impressions with that switch up for me. Meanwhile, within, I am being edified, I'm transforming, so right.
That town.
But then there is the like in the same thing too for the artistic part of it. Sometimes it's like what you said when we were talking. You could be very confident and happy and all of that, and somebody just saying you too happy and you too this.
Yeah.
You can't please
No
anyone.
matter what you do, you're not here to please anybody. Because that's like a chain, a box. It will keep you down. You could only say true to God and to yourself.
Yeah.
Facts.
And that's what I'm saying. Like honestly, people. That's why for me, I'm so big on grace because thank God for those who believed in me despite my bad human moments that could give me room to grow. And even myself too as well. I am also at fault for judging people before really giving them that time. So that's why it means a lot to me now.
Yeah.
I love that. I do love that.
Yeah.
Guys, if you're just joining us and those who are already watching, we want to hear from you too. We want to hear about your good and your bad first impressions, and if they still have an effect on your life now, right? I'm seeing full time J Revolution is in the house, boy. Right? AKA full time. Full time is also a platform that talks about different topics as well, doing quite well.
Welcome.
For the longest while, we have to go on his show, but don't worry, Jay, I got you this time around. He says this Lendl nice.
No. He said,
this is I'm reading wrong. Anyone looking for an investment opportunity, always.
Invest.
just to call away Jamil. And of course, Landell is saying, this is Landell. Nice to see you.
Ladies.
Nice to see you, ladies.
Good work.
Keep up the good work, indeed. Indeed. So nice to see you guys again.
Right.
But yes, we continue in. I feel I want to go before you.
Yeah, that's no problem.
And on this note, I will go with the bad first. I do have a specific time. I'm not gonna go into the details, but in a little relationship, you want to make a good impression on the parents. I'm usually great with parents. Parents love me, but there was a time when we were going home. Your girl dressed in a little granny dress, no makeup. You're thinking you're going home.
Yeah.
Wait, I need to stop by my mom to pick up something.
Hell no.
Be like, drop me home and then come back.
So I say, okay, cool. I figure I would stay in the car and wait. You had to come out and go, look rude if you stay in the car kind of thing. Come out and I said, bruh, I cannot. This cannot be the first meeting. Cannot be the first meeting. I am not impressive right now. Right? Nah, mom, not like that.
You gonna learn.
Long story short, I take the chain up and go in. The once over. Who is this waste of time girl coming around my good son? And mind you, I've never gotten that before ever in life because I was not ready for that meeting and I was thrown into that situation. I'm sure still to this day that woman
She's not a fan.
not a fan at all. At all.
An embarrassment for you.
I still regret that. I should have stood my ground and stayed put.
Ain't no way. Drop me home.
You know what I mean? But what you could do, lives, right? The good impression was kind of similar to Ruby. I would say whenever I am on stage or whenever I'm doing my thing as a live performer, I always think that that's a good impression, and I always, meet great people. Great opportunities come from it, and people see you in a certain way. It's not like you're putting on a show in terms of your personality, but it is a part of who I am, and I like when I'm in my element because I make my best first impressions that week.
100%.
Right? A little bit of a generalization, but that's okay. What about you, Sam?
For me, my best first impressions have been, well, I have to assume it's good impression because people like when I'm on the dance floor or something, when I'm just in my mode, like when you're in your mode, that's when you shine brightest, and then everybody's, oh my God, I love your energy. Oh my gosh, like you're so, you just like walk into a room and you have it and whatever, and I'm like, oh, okay, okay, I just hear, I like the music, but I think it's good impression. So like, okay, cool, and bad first impression. Well, I'll assume this person met me, but I got a message on Facebook saying, nice smile, too bad, you're such a B word.
You?
Yeah. And I was like, wrong person. Hello would suffice, like if that's your way, because I'm like, I don't know you from nowhere. So I don't know if you met me, and I'm like, if I was when you did meet me, I guess I was in a bad mood or something. Like, I don't know.
Or maybe mistaken identity.
I was like, have we met? Because have we met?
She's like, one of the nice people ever.
It had to be in a moment. Like, it had to be rude or something. Like, I had to be in a mood or something. But generally,
don't beat up yourself too much, girl. Don't beat up yourself too much.
Generally, I honestly don't really pay attention to impressions a lot of times, because for me, the first time I'm meeting somebody, it might be bad, but I don't remember because I don't know if I'll see you again. If I see you again, then I'll be like committed to memory and but first time, unless it's really negative or really extremely positive, if it's not in the extremes, then nah.
Talia said she's not good with names. Same.
Sometimes.
Same.
No.
But I will never forget a face.
A face?
Yes, the face.
I will never forget a face.
But his name, face, I will always remember how he made me feel. Like
facts, that too. That too.
I mean, you said something there, Sam, that had me like, oh, that's something I feel like most people could really connect and relate to, is that sometimes you yourself just having a bad day, and people kind of just form these opinions of you and hold on to it like gospel. And I mean, all of us, I'm sure, have had people try to tear our image or reputation down by just a chance encounter where we don't even know what the remembering was. We don't even know what the situation was.
Don't even remember meeting that person in the first place.
But they're running them out. They have things to say. They have thoughts and opinions about who you are.
And then I'm like, yeah, true. Okay, maybe. And that sounds like it. Meet me on a bad day. That sounds like me. Meet me on a good day. That sounds like me.
When people form an opinion of you, they literally look for little details to add weight to their belief. Like what you're saying earlier about when someone has a belief, it's very hard to shake that.
Yes.
Absolutely.
It's scary when they start sharing that as truth. And it's like, but you don't even know me.
I just want to touch base in terms of those who are on the live. Trevon says first impression at KFC was great. I don't know who. Which one of you was that?
Pick up KFC.
Big up KFC.
Harry Full-Time was saying we now play boy, girl, animal place thing on the channel. Come play. Y'all remember that game?
Oh, yes. I love that game.
You showed me age.
That's the game you used to play when current was going.
Yes.
Or in class.
Landell says, my first impression was good and it has a long-lasting bonds just about 6 years ago.
Oh, nice.
Good for you, Landell.
That's nice.
Right? Rihanna is showing Talia some love. Real love for Talia in the house today.
Talia, your peeps.
Emma Bago said, blessings, Talia.
Yes. Blessings and blessings. Oh, gosh.
Princess Margaret.
Guys, we still want to hear from you guys. If you're just joining us, we are talking about first impressions.
Yes.
Do they really last? Yes. But what are some tips if you really want to make and be intentional about making a good first impression? What are some tips we can give people?
Dress well.
That's a good one.
That's true.
Yeah.
That is a good one.
Which is ironic because I didn't dress anyhow.
I think what I think has worked for me and the people who I've seen consistently make good impressions is just knowing yourself and being confident in just who you are.
Yeah.
So authenticity.
Authenticity. Like don't allow other people's judgment to dictate how you are. Like always be true to you. If you're a kind person, you'll always be a kind person.
Yeah.
If you are a joyful person, you'll always be a joyful person. Like,
For real.
even when you have low days, it's okay.
Eye contact. That is a big
That's
one.
a good one.
That's a scary one.
Because some people get intimidated.
Yes, and it's better for that to happen than for someone to feel like you're shifty.
Okay. Yes.
Personally speaking, when I first meet someone, even second, third, fourth, fifth times, people who cannot watch me in the eye, I watch in your slide.
Yeah.
You understand? Your eyes too shifty.
You don't have to be
what are you trying to hide? It means that you are not intentional. I'm using that word a lot today.
Yeah.
You're not intentional. You're not firm. You know what I mean? You're not standing firm. Something is off, and that then puts me off. Right? Because when I'm meeting you for the first time, I'm looking you straight, square on. This is who I am. You know what I mean? Strong handshake. Let's talk. That kind of thing. You're meeting Crystal.
Right.
Yeah.
If I'm talking to you and you're like all over the place, I can't
jittery.
You're giving me the heebie-jeebies. You're giving me the heebie-jeebies. I don't like shifty eyes. You know, and I'm sure I'm not the only one. It puts people off. It gives you the feeling of being shady, of not being authentic.
Or you don't want to be here.
Yes.
You're looking for someone else to be.
You have an agenda. You know what I mean? Your modus operandi might be a little impure. Not feeling that. You know, so I think eye contact is a good one. Anymore?
That is a good one.
I mean, it will touch on what you guys spoke about. I think honesty is, for me, really important in my relationships, right? It doesn't mean that, some people could be real harsh with their honesty or whatever, and I might be hurt for 2 minutes or so, but believe it or not, I would quicker have that person as a friend than someone who is lying to me or withholding information. How am I supposed to trust you? I rather you tell me, and I know again it's it, I'll cry for 2 minutes, but you might be one of my closest friends compared to somebody who, you know, so that there's one aspect of it. And then, as you say, the other part of it is that when you go into a room, all right, you're not going to please everybody. So you have to get that in your system and stop trying to be something that you're not. You are here.
Own it.
So own it. Yeah. You know?
And even if you might be a bit somebody who's a bit pessimistic and you might rub people the wrong way, at the end of the day, I really believe that energy attracts each other.
Yes.
And opportunity to raise someone's vibration is like an honor, to be honest.
Because Ruby.
Yes.
Rubes.
Because you meet someone and you, even if they're pessimistic in that first impression, there's just something about them, you can't help it, boy. Like you just feel that pull to the person, like, I want to figure out what you're about.
Yes.
That's the
something.
Dr. Ruby in the house.
No, that is
Resident therapist, Dr. Ruby in the house.
That is really good.
Indeed,
Because everybody's different, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's different.
And then too, like we said earlier with the first impressions, that the person might be going through something. That
Yes, I
grace,
don't know.
that grace of
I always
thinking,
leave room for that.
What
Right.
is, you know,
Important.
maybe it's just the moment, you know. And
Indeed.
yeah.
Indeed. I want to touch on one more tip.
All right.
Confidence is everything.
Confidence.
Confidence is everything. Confidence is everything. Pick up your Rudy.
Confidence is everything.
Which character was that with Rudy? Confidence is everything.
Flicky. Yeah.
Indeed. Big up you, Flicky.
Like Flicky says, confidence is everything.
I love that. Quickly before, because I know we had to start wrapping up this and we had to keep it on time, you know what I mean? Before we go to the chat room, what are some do's and don'ts if you want to create a good first impression? I would say, don't interrupt others when they're talking. Please.
Oh my God.
You're meeting somebody for the first time. There are some people who like to share right off the bat. I've met people like this. Let the people talk for me, please.
Yeah.
Listen to them and then give them feedback so they know that you're listening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Active
'Cause
listening, right?
Listening.
active listening.
Right.
Any more?
Kind of just piggybacking on that, like, don't even make it about you. Like, I think when you meet someone and they've started the initial conversation and have engaged you, asking follow-up questions lets them know that you're interested in hearing and learning about them.
Yeah.
And then they in turn can now start to engage with you and ask you feedback questions. But you don't always need to put everything out there.
Yes.
Right?
For real, you know.
Some things you could casually keep to yourself.
Yeah.
I feel too trying too hard.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
It's
don't try
something.
too hard. Don't try
People
too
could-
hard.
It's like animals. They could sniff you out.
Yes. So be authentic. Just try to be.
Just be natural.
Yeah, natural.
Comfy in your skin, and you should be fine.
Yeah.
You
I
know?
would say just to add to that, you see people who always on their phone.
Oh,
Hold on.
it's so rude.
Hold on.
It's so rude.
I cannot.
Hey.
I need to.
Professor Talia. Oh, that's the shades.
That's a shade. That is a shade.
I cannot.
It could be
stand
off-putting.
it. Like, if you and I in
So
conversation,
rude.
you and I meeting for the first time, and you sit down like this,
Nah, I can't.
I can't do it.
You're disinterested, so
I
I'm not
will
going
stop
to.
speaking until you give me your undivided attention, and then I'll leave. And
Yeah, and I was not going to say I'll just walk away because
Unless
clearly you don't want to be
the
here.
person has some sort of people skill type of,
To
then I
communicate
can
that?
meet you to an extent. You may not be one of the closest people in my circle so much, but I can understand. But if it's like you're really not interested, then why are we here?
But I mean,
Precisely.
even with that, right? A good first impression for somebody who might be always on their phone is just, and meeting you one-on-one is just to say, hey, sorry, I have this and this doing.
going
So I'm
on.
going to be on my phone a lot.
Correct.
But I'm here with you,
Communication.
I'm listening while we talk, you know,
Correct.
or something.
I think she just said a word there. I think I will go with that communication. I am not, to be honest. I mean, there are things that I'm confident in and things I'm not. So I could be very awkward when I'm ready if I'm nervous or whatever.
Yes, same.
But I think it's a humility to learn.
yeah,
Yes.
it's really that.
It's humility to learn is very important, because when you want something, or if you want, like let me say, you're on a date or a friendship or whatever, there must be effort on your part to grow, because any relationship stems from communication. Yeah,
It's the most basic form of respect.
Right.
It
Correct.
is
Yeah.
like, it's everything.
I would say, like, even just like when people are on their phone, if they haven't given me the heads up of, hey Rubes, so sorry, like I'm also in a meeting here as well. So,
Something.
You know, I'm listening to you, but I may just ask you to repeat once or twice.
Yeah.
It's
because
respectful.
I'm a little distracted.
Yeah, it's
I
respectful.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
I'm hearing communication.
Ever.
Yes,
You
communication.
see, if you say nothing and you just casually sit down there and you just
And a
Yeah.
little bit of the vanity
Don't
parts.
waste my time.
I just touching on. Okay, it would be nice if it smelled really nice.
That indeed,
Take a little shower now.
look good, smell good.
Take a little shower now.
Yeah.
This is in romantic settings too, because we have
Both,
work settings as
anything.
well.
Yeah.
Indeed, I like that. What are some quickly, because we run out of time?
All right.
What should we do? What are the do's?
Besides
Do
smile.
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 This is true. It's a
Warmth,
nice
warmth.
way to break
It's
the
a nice
ice.
way to disarm people and to get people into your space. I mean, for the most part, some people be like, well, she's smiling so much. But, for the most part, it's like inviting a smile. And that's the way to add to your natural beauty.
Yeah.
Correct.
So-
You know they say a smile actually raises your endorphin levels even if you're faking it.
Right.
So even if you're not feeling joyful, if you quite literally something as simple as stretch to the ceiling and tell yourself I'm having a great day, and all the energy you can muster actually naturally lifts
Raises your
endorphin.
energy. I love that. I love that.
I think a do is also just like when you walk into a space, feel the vibe.
Read the room.
Read
Feel
the
the
vibe.
vibe. I like that.
Yeah, that's
Because-
important.
I like that.
I see some people in the chat as well.
And asking questions.
Yes.
Open, so that lets people know that you're following up, you're following what they're saying, that kind of thing.
But what we'll be saying is so important because there's a time I was crossing the street somewhere, but I don't know, like I'm naturally like to
Full-time is
smile a
killing
lot.
me.
So and a person stopped me and said, Dan, see that smile? You don't know how much you just light my day.
Yeah.
That tells you have a smile.
Gorgeous. Smile for the people.
Smile for them. Oh God, smile for the camera. Don't blush, don't blush.
I love them and
Give
I'm
the
a
people,
girl,
bless
so I
the
love them.
people, not towels. Bless the people. Put that camera on Talia there for me, please.
Yes.
Put the camera on top.
It keeps with a smile.
Yeah,
Oh my
smile for
God.
them, Talia. Yes, I think to make man melt.
Lord.
Indeed, indeed. Who is going to read the chat room?
Yeah, come now.
So let's go. Talia saying blessings and hey Danny. Full time has me rolling, by the way. Full time saying, hey KFC, tell
Talia,
them
we out of time,
if he ain't buying you a big deal, then he's not a big deal. Me and them. Thank you, Crystal. This is Landell Valdez saying thank you, Crystal, for the heads up. I learned something about you and also being confident of yourself and not what people think about you.
Indeed, indeed.
Karina, that's my sister-in-law. Hi, Karina.
Love your
Aw.
All the way from Atlanta.
What full time said?
But I on the phone now.
Crazy.
Tally. That's Shans, I think.
That's my sister, guys.
Yes. Shawnee saying yes.
I love it.
Indeed. Oh God. Well, guys, that's all the time we have for today's topic of the day. Right? We're running a tight ship today.
Yes.
So happy that we have so many people participating in the
Yes.
conversation.
Love you guys.
So happy that you guys liked the conversation. It was quite
Yes.
fitting for a first episode.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
But of course, we still have more show for you.
Right,
A fantastic show coming up. So keep it locked now, right here
Stay
to
right
our
here.
radio. Right? We have more show coming up.
Yes.
We're gonna take a little break
Island
and
Girls
come
will
right
be
back.
Yes.
Right?
Stay tuned.
Keep it locked.
See you soon.
We're going.
Okay, mommy.
Your child is beginning to discover the world. It's time to let them explore. Clim 1 Plus contains calcium, iron, and vitamins that support their defenses, helping to promote a healthy immune system and normal growth. After all, your little explorer has the whole world to discover. Clim, your love, their future. Clim 1 Plus is not a breast milk substitute. It is specially suited from 1 year onward.
Since they were on sale, Laura bought these umbrella shoes without thinking. Literally, without thinking. Hungry for deals? You'd better come and satisfy it at KFC before doing something crazy. 7 pieces of delicious chicken with a bucket of fries. The KFC Wow Bucket for $119.95.
as of midnight tonight.
Yeah, I get to say what no kill me make you stronger, nah. But Lord, I can't take the dirty ways no longer, nah. Don't know if you ain't noticed, but I own money and progress. If you have a serious motive, hear me loud and clear. Don't call me. I don't want the people call me, 'cause I own a different vibes, and you have some different vibes. Oh, don't call me. No, 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 no. Safer after it's my peace of mind.
Yeah.
Hi guys, and welcome back to Island Girl Talk. If you're now joining us, you just missed our first topic of the day, right? Our first segment, and we have a really hot topic, which is first impressions.
Yes,
do they last? Like, what you can do to make a good first impression, and we also shared like what was our experiences of good impressions, bad first impressions, and we heard from the chat as well. They're sharing on, so y'all keep sharing with us. Thanks, we love it.
Linda, Full Time, Karina, all you guys, big up all you. Rihanna.
Yes, thanks for the love.
Anika, Shawnee, Brittany.
Thanks for the love, guys.
Thanks
We
for
loving
joining
it. We
us,
loving
everybody
it.
on the live there as well. And so we're jumping into segment 2, which is the Island Girl Talk Spotlight segment.
Yes,
guys.
Who we spotlighting today, girl?
Well, as we give, we don't know guests, we the guests. It's the first time you're meeting us, right? It's the first time you're listening on season 3, guys.
Yes.
It's the first time we're here, so we just spotlight is on.
People need to get familiar with who we are.
They have to learn us, you know, get to know us, and we're gonna be vibing together.
Well, Sam, you kick it off one
know?
time then. Tell us about you.
What?
Who's Sam? Who's Sam?
Right.
Tell them.
So I am Samara Lalu, aka Tiny Thunder, and I am predominantly an actress, producer, voice talent as well, and sometimes educator. I mean, I was talking, so yeah. Ambivert, not by nature. I'm an extrovert by nature, but I've become an ambivert over time, and in my old age, you know. Old age. But you know, overall, that's me. I like to talk. I like to laugh. I like to meet people, help people, and that is me. So next,
So
let me
precious.
go.
She little, but she talawa.
You know.
Yes.
I have to pick up my Jamaican roots. I can't just leave it.
Let them know.
Very nice. Nice. But wait, we spotlighting you still.
That's right.
You have some stuff coming up, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Yes, because first time we have a panel full of creators
That is so true.
and artists. So you're going to be hearing a lot about the arts and music and
entertainment and everything.
Industry. Yes, right.
So,
but tell us what's coming up.
What's coming up with me? Yes, is No Boundaries movie 2024. So look out for it. We're in cinemas Wednesday, 29th of May. We're going to be in C3 Movie Town, Port of Spain, so all the movie towns, as well as Caribbean Cinemas 8.
Indeed.
Yes.
Lovely. Lovely. That's it? We moving on?
Well, I mean, that's the major thing right now, you know?
Yes.
Well,
Yes, I.
well, we here tonight.
Well, hey, well, all right.
For the first time.
I'm
so
taking
that's
that.
you
I'm
know?
taking that.
So there is that.
Rules,
And,
girl?
Yeah.
Hi guys, my name is Ruby Paris. I am a professional actress. I am an aspiring singer.
Hey.
Definitely not. I sing for the Lord. And my shower. I am an events coordinator, logistics manager. I am a content creator under the name and brand of celebrity who's not yet a celebrity. I am a firm believer in manifestation.
Right.
I believe anything you want in this life could be yours.
Yes.
You want, you can see it.
Amen.
It could be yours. Like,
yes.
Seeing it is the first step. I believe the future comes first and the present comes after.
Yes.
You have to see it first to know what steps you need to take to get it.
Yes, ma'am.
I am also an ambivert. Most people assume that I'm extroverted because they see me outside.
Yeah.
When I choose to be outside, I decide before I leave that my energy is going to be 100 because I am choosing to have a good time. And people feed off that energy and they're like, oh my God, she's so extroverted. When I go home, isolation.
Yes.
I'm in my room, I'm reading a book, I'm meditating, I'm journaling, I'm on FaceTime. I scroll forever through TikToks.
All the socials.
Correct. What else about me? I'm really big into, right now, getting back into trail running. I love CrossFit.
Nice.
Girl.
Me a CrossFit.
Comment
I can sit down and watch Rogue CrossFit for ages.
Oh, wow.
And I will do I love weightlifting.
I didn't know that about you.
Yeah,
oh, nice.
We can do a little aerobic something, you know.
Love it. Now getting into spin class.
Oh, nice.
Feeling like, wow, I'm really looking at 30 because everybody in spin class is like, I'm a mummy. What are you doing?
Oh, dear.
I play the piano.
Ooh, we're learning things tonight,
Yes.
I speak 4 languages.
Oh, nice.
Wait.
I have
Hold
not
on.
spoken. So I have not spoken.
From the breaks, we want to hear you talk a little something.
What languages do you speak?
Romances.
I speak French. I practice French fairly often. So bonsoir, qu'est-ce qui se passe, qu'est-ce que tu fais? Like little things like that. Like I can have a conversation in a restaurant really easily.
Nice.
Spanish is more like ¿Cómo estás?
Yeah.
And I'm about to be like, ¿Cuántos años tienes?
That's about what I know.
I'm not going to tell you how much.
And I recently picked up Italian. So
nice.
I
Fantastic.
think Italian just really sexy.
Yeah.
Girl.
Duolingo is my bestie boo.
Thank you. Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah.
And Ruby, you too also have something coming up.
I have
What do you
a
have?
few things.
Talk to people.
As a multifaceted artist, I'm very involved with different events companies, as a logistics manager, content creator, everything.
Everything.
I am also part of Boundaries Cast. We have our red carpet premiere on the 27th of May,
Yes.
and then
girl.
we launch in cinemas on the 29th of May. I've got Stink and Dirty Soca and Dancehall Festival coming up in June. The first day is about young artists coming out and showing from all over the Caribbean, which is kind of huge, all in one space to just show off their new talents. And of course, the rest of that Stink and Dirty week is just art, culture.
Yes, girl.
Yeah.
I also have plays coming out with the National Theatre Arts Company between now and the rest of the year. Can't disclose the name of which plays yet, but just know a good chunk of things are coming from the National Theatre Company.
Nice.
Yeah,
We will stay tuned. We will stay tuned.
Like I said at the beginning, I don't really have sleep.
True.
That's all right. Sleep when you're dead.
That's right.
Right? Before we continue, we have Michael Phillips in the house saying, Crystal, I've gotten used to seeing you in videos with your hair blowing in the wind. We will get to that later. Then we have Karina Tate saying, what? Good day, my girl. Languages on deck.
Still say that.
Right? I've never heard that before. Papa, make me feel young, Karina. Oh, Lord. Fire Wolfman says, LOL at hair blowing in the wind.
Yes, give us little details about that too, eh?
Yes. I want to hear more about that.
Lord. Right? So that's it for you, Rubes?
That's it for me for now.
Who else?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Tally.
All right. Well, on top of Island Girl Talk, right now I'm actually working with an apostle. Her name is Theodora Akpan. She has a retreat coming soon. From May the 30th to about, I think it's the 2nd of June, and it's basically, which I'm excited about spiritually, because I believe the Lord is preparing His people for His coming. So there's a shift in the atmosphere spiritually, and we are getting ready and preparing the generation to take up the mantle and go forward. So the name of the retreat is called Inner Insights. We actually bring in like whatever downloads that we've gotten will be expelled by really good speakers who are closely linked with the Lord to actually share and empower people as well. Anybody believers, just a spiritual awakening basically. And basically the name of it is Inner Insights and Next Generation Retreat, right? So the whole process is to not discard the older generation, but to learn from them, submit to God, and prepare for the new. Because we also have people who are hearing from Him for that shift as well. So I'm excited about that for those who need healing, deliverance, whatever it may be. I've personally gotten up early in the mornings with the apostle, and some of the things that she hit when I leave there, Crystal girl, I felt so healed. I felt so liberated.
I love myself.
The woman, I definitely speaking in the spirit of God. So I'm excited about that. That is what I'm doing right now, currently with that. And honestly, I've also touched, like, I see that the Lord is actually doing work when it comes to music, because that was my thing before. And I gave Him that. So I've been getting downloads to songwrite and, get music out there. Some of which the other day I was vibing with my Kingdom of God ministry family in South.
Big up you.
You will hear about us soon. These guys are on fire for the Lord. When I say fire, they have no shame. They're on fire. And I've seen, if you see the music, Crystal, it's not normal. It's different. I can't wait just to talk about it.
Well, Tally didn't get all this talent to go to waste.
Exactly.
What is that saying? Wasted talent is something. Anyway, don't waste your talent. Right? This girl is multi-talented. I want you all to know this.
Amazing.
Right? Before her transition, she sing, dance, rap, do it all.
Everything.
Do it all. So, I mean, do it for the Lord now.
Yes,
right?
exactly.
I just want to touch quickly and let people know this is what Tals is about. This is why she was brought on this show. We want everybody to be represented on here, right? And this is Tals' rule on this show, right? So get used to it. Get into it. You know what I mean? Tals, continue.
So no, basically, I mean, I don't want to give too much. So all I will say to end and pass it over to Crystal. Africa, we're ready for you.
Hey, teaser for your money.
Back to the motherland.
Teaser for your money.
In Jesus' name.
All right.
Amen.
We love that. We love that. And of course, well, people already know me returning season after season. Your girl Crystal Kane. Most people know me as a singer, an entertainer, live performer. For years and years and years. Don't make me sound too old, boy. But anyway, what am I doing? I just got back from a trip. I was doing a jazz residency in Bangkok for the last 3 months. Nice. It was fantastic. Really great experience. The hair blowing in the wind comment that Michael Phillips made was the venue was this skyscraper hotel, and it was crazy windy up there. Crazy windy. I might look calm in the videos, but listen, singing 3-4 sets with just wind blowing in your face. It is not a bop, but I enjoyed it nonetheless. Beautiful, fantastic venue. You all ever saw the movie The Hangover?
Yes.
So the very first movie, The Hangover, was shot at that hotel.
I realize I recognize the
you recognize it?
That's so cool.
So it was a popular, if not the most popular hotel in Bangkok, and it attracts a lot of tourists. So that's why it was such a beautiful venue. Loved it. That kind of thing. Came back home to do my show. Right? With you lovely ladies. Have a time.
Before you continue, Chris, I have to say, Crystal have one of the best voices that I've ever
Oh God, no, don't do me that.
Honestly,
I can't wait to hear
Don't do me that.
I feel like,
All you do, put me on this.
just let us know when your next show is coming.
She is versatile with the different styles.
Come
See,
in.
when she hit that jazz, when I saw her for that live, I was like,
Lord.
When you follow your destiny.
Okay, all you stop
When you
now.
find
I still doing the work of trying to accept little compliments. I do appreciate it, but moving on. Sorry, but thank you, Tals. I do appreciate that. Lord have mercy. You throw me off, man.
When you're just a custom according to my cousin.
Right? So after that, now we do this show, do what we do, all the things we discussed that we're gonna do.
Yeah.
And then upcoming, I'm gonna be leaving again to do a similar residency. So that's really my modus operandi.
Yeah.
I'm just all about my art, all about making it as a live entertainer, because I'm literally living my dream. This is what I've always wanted to do since I was 7 years old, and I'm happy to be doing it. It's about self-fulfillment for me. You know what I mean? And I'm happy that I'm able to follow and pursue and live my dream.
Absolutely.
As are the rest of us on this panel.
True.
Yes, that's it for me there, not too much.
Highlighting my brother O.U.R saying, "Let's go, Rubikins."
Aww.
Shawnee made sure to come
Oh,
back with
Lord.
it. Hey,
Shawnee.
Firewolf man
man.
said facts. Enjoyed a couple of those lives.
Yes,
Yes,
it is.
Beautiful. Those lives are beautiful.
Indeed,
I love
indeed,
the
indeed.
support. I love the support.
That's it there? Everybody talk?
Yes.
So everybody caught up. Everybody know a little bit about your new host for season 3.
Yep.
Right? We do have some very exciting news coming up for this show, but we need to hold on to it for another few weeks.
Absolutely.
Another couple weeks before we release it.
Yes.
But really great, exciting, amazing news, and we're quite happy and proud.
Absolutely.
Yes, indeed. I think it's time to. What do you think, Sam? Time to take a little break.
A little break.
Wrap up your segment, Gail. Wrap it up.
So that was our second segment of our show called Island Girl Talk Spotlight segment. So that's the spotlight on us. Thanks, guys, for chiming in. And we love you. And just stay locked, because we'll be right back.
That's right. And you don't want to miss when we come
Keep
back.
it locked. Keep it locked.
We have more to come. So much more to come. It's going to be
Keep your
phone
friends very close.
Keep it locked. We're going to take a quick break. And we'll be back after these messages.
Since they were on sale, Laura bought these umbrella shoes without thinking. Literally, without thinking. Hungry for deals? You'd better come and satisfy it at KFC before doing something crazy. 7 pieces of delicious chicken with a bucket of fries. The KFC Wow Bucket for $119.95.
So new. It's so radical.
New! The KFC Double Stacker Sandwich. 2 crispy chicken fillets sandwiched with barbecue sauce and cheddar cheese.
So new. So radical.
Order your Double Stacker Sandwich now via the app or KFC.com. It's finger licking good.
Are you ready to dive into a summer of fun and learning? Join us at the La Jolla Sporting Complex for our instructional swimming classes for children and adults. For the little ones, our Tuesday and Thursday classes from May 28th to July 4th are the perfect opportunity to splash into confidence and build lifelong skills in the water. And for those with busy weekends, fear not. Our Saturday and Sunday classes running from May 25th to June 30th offer a flexible schedule to fit your family's needs. Adults, it's never too late to become a water wizard. Join us on Saturdays and Sundays from May 28th to July 4th, or choose our Monday and Wednesday classes starting May 27th through July 3rd. Registration is just a splash away. Call 225-4375 extension 5318 to secure your spot today. EPL Properties Limited, enhancing people's lives.
We welcome you aboard this flight TC1112 to Coutaine's World. All carry-on items should now be stored under the seat in front of you or in an overhead locker. All electronic devices.
Now that you respond, I can see clearly that my love not going in vain. All I want is for you to show me, my darling, that you'll be here through the pain. Yeah, Bunny, sweet Yankee, I'm in now. 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 Please afraid to say you love me, love me. Come show me that you love me, love me. Show me that you're with me. Yeah. Please afraid to say you love me, love me. Afraid to say you want me, want me. Show me that you're with me. No need for distance now that you hear me. I'll go the extra mile and I shame. Cause you're my heart, you are my lifeline. We can go forward, focus on name. Hey, yeah. Yankee, I'm in now. Now when you're forward, all your love, please. Yankee, I'm in now. Forward it forward to me. Yankee, I'm in now. I won't play with your heartbeat. Yankee, I'm in now. Dash out the thing for me. Money, so Yankee, I'm in now. Hear me when I say, baby. Money, so Yankee, I'm in now. Money, so Yankee, I'm in now. I'm here with you, baby. Money, so Yankee, I'm in now. Hey, na na na, baby. Yeah, na be da da, baby. Hey, hey, little African dancer, yeah. Love how you dancing. They say you make me go ginger, yeah. I wanna know what you're asking. Asking little African dancer, yeah. Me love how you dancing. Me say you make me go ginger. Yeah, but let me know, no. Remember that one time you bought me at a party, you say me not fi go nowhere, no. And if you tell me say
Guys, we are back. We're back with more show for you guys. It's your Island Girls.
Yeah.
Hey. I'm Crystal Kane.
I'm Smara Lalo.
I'm Ruby Paris.
And I'm Talia Alexander.
And if you're just joining us, you've missed a fantastic show so far. Of course, we started with topic of the day.
Right.
We spoke about first impressions, the good, the bad, the ugly, the do's, the don'ts, the tips, all of it.
Everything.
We want to thank you guys for always chiming in. Also in the live chat, we really love you guys' input. This is what makes the show. Yes.
Yeah.
Keep
Then we
sharing.
did a little get to know you segment with us. We spotlighted ourselves for the Island Girl Talk Spotlight segments, right? New faces, new cast, get to know us, get familiar. We have a panel of all creatives, all artists this time around. Yes?
That's so cute.
I think so too. But now it's time for Sip and Spill. Cheers! Cheers! Hey, animation for your money. Animation for your money. Where we sip and we spill.
Spill.
What we spilling?
The tea.
The tea. You go find out. You go find out.
Come on.
All right. Right now we sipping on a little rosé.
It is nice, you know. It is nice.
We can't tell all of the brand yet, but don't worry. we shall get there. Right?
Building.
Ooh, now we have some things ready. Only make it steamier, make it count.
Come.
Before we go into there, let's not ignore our people.
Thanks for staying with us, guys.
Yes, thank you so very much. Where we say we was going to start? Shawnee.
Yes.
She said, yes, nice to know a little insight of you about you guys. Yes, indeed, Shawnee.
Thank you,
Shawnee, don't be shy to share a little something about yourself too. You know, we want to know about our people.
2 ways, you know.
Right? We have She Leaves in the house.
Hey, how you doing, girl?
She Leaves, big up you. She Leaves has been a fan of Island Girl Talk from since season 1. Right? She even came to our O.U.R radio anniversary party a couple years back. She Leaves, we're not forgetting you, girl. She says, good evening, ladies and viewers. Now logging in. Hey, look, Lalu. We have, what is this person? Anwar. Okay. Anwar in the house. He says, opportunities abound. Rubes. Yes, indeed. Tiny Thunder. I know that. Tiny Thunder says, hey. If you're all wondering, Tiny Thunder is this lovely individual right here. Right? Small little batalawa. Okay? Talia in the house, of course, saying thank you all so much. So gracious. That's
always like, sweetly give it the love.
We have Ariana Tang. Big up you, Ariana. She new. Welcome to the show.
Welcome.
She says, big up you, Ruby. Our favorite celebrity who's not yet a celebrity. Keep doing your thing, girl.
Thank you, honey.
Ruby, by the way, I do love that slogan. It's lovely. It's lovely. Trevor McMayo says, all ambiverts. He might be right.
Yes,
he might be right. You know, I used to think I was a hardcore introvert.
No,
but
right circumstance.
Yes. And then lastly, we have Anwar again saying, "Celebrity who is not yet a celebrity, the best tagline ever." We just said that.
It totally is.
Yes, I. But guys, let's get into the meat of it. It's time for sip and spill, boy.
Bring the tea.
Right? Oh dear God. Who wants to go first? I feel I want to take a sip too. Let's go get a little juicy. Who wants to go first?
Well, I will start it off.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Because it had the word petty in it. I find it funny. So,
oh dear God.
What's the most petty deal breaker that will instantly turn you off of a potential love interest?
Can I go?
Yes, you may.
A small jawline.
A small jawline.
No, you're right. No fair.
As a man, I like to see a manly, square, hard, prominent jawline. I think it is such... It's beautiful. I also... We have a surprise for you all in the house. I wish I could give it away, but we can't. What did you say?
It's a bed for
She's saying that there's a bed for that.
That's why we don't trust beds.
I do love a nice bed. But if you have a weak jawline, you got to keep that bed going.
Yes.
Do not ever shave.
We never want to know what's going on under there.
Yes, indeed. I know it's unreasonable, but you did ask.
Yes.
All right.
I did.
Who's next?
What's the most petty thing that turns me off of a potential love
Petty,
interest?
yeah.
Like petty.
The first thing, like something about toes, right?
I was holding that for last, but I totally agree.
Like, I really love a beautiful foot, but you see when men, bless them, you see when their toes, then their toenails just curl over.
Oh no!
The toe itself,
oh shucks!
and it's like hooking.
The crowfoot.
Yes.
Oh.
Like they need to clip more often.
Why is it curling back into
Yes.
the skin?
Why is that? What is that about?
Just a little pedicure would be nice. Like, it's not like you haven't been emasculated by cleaning up your toes.
Yeah, no.
Like, don't let your toenail curl over and curl
What if the
back
girl wanna
into your
suck them toes?
Oh, gosh.
Like, I don't know.
Who's doing that?
You never know.
But if it has a
might
hook,
have
imagine
somebody,
a hook on
and
my
now you
tongue.
could never experience
We're
it.
doing therapy.
You know?
I don't know.
Now they rub themselves of the experience. What if? I just saying what if. They could have rubbed themselves of the experience.
Listen, just repeat that last thing you said, Ruby. Just repeat it.
Repeat it, Rubes.
Out for kicks. If the toenail is curled down like this, right?
Yeah.
Imagine if it just hook on my tongue.
Oh,
or it hook
no.
onto my
You
teeth. And
Right.
it's stuck in between here.
But Rubes,
That's an ouch. That is
Rubes, you're all giving away some things about yourself.
No, but let's not deny that some people might want that. And somebody just rub themselves of the experience. You know?
Ruby Rel giving away things.
Take care of your feet.
Just do it.
Oh dear.
I'm not going to watch your feet and be like, wow, I can't imagine it in my mouth.
I know.
I do like when a man gets manis and pedis. I don't find it effeminate at all. I mean, if you're going to be doing acrylic and getting color, then I will look at you funny.
Yeah.
But if you're just cleaning up your toes, cleaning up your nails, and even if you put like clear polish, that is cool too. It just means that, you know, you take care of yourself. And I like that.
And if you can take care of yourself, you can take
care of us. So both of you all had toes.
Yeah,
I like
can't
that.
do toes and feet like ugly feet.
What about you? What about you, Tals?
Mine is just simple. Like, you know, men obviously have a lot of hair.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, you're not
But
hair girl.
no, like you could have the hair, but groom it now.
Yeah.
Groom it.
Excess in certain.
I love a hairy man.
No, hairy. Yeah, but some of them
it's
kind
weird.
of.
It's weird.
Groom the face and the.
You know X-Men.
Yeah.
Remember Beast?
Yeah.
Ooh. Really, Tals?
I know.
You sure?
Yeah.
You know, like a little back hair, a little coat.
I like it, Rose. Just groom the beard, like you could groom the beard and the hair, but nowhere else.
Everywhere.
The hair everywhere else could grow wild.
Everywhere, please.
No, because what you gonna do? I'll give him a mark.
Yeah.
You're gonna give him a mark.
I like chest hair, back hair, butt hair, arm hair.
Each their own. But
You don't have to shave with me, but you do have to keep this area
That's what I'm
groomed.
saying. Groom hygiene.
Yeah,
I don't mind a
the
little
rest of you could be hairy like a gorilla. I don't care.
I can't deal in the Caribbean thread. Like in the Caribbean, you out there. Not
Hairy and
warm.
sweating.
I don't just bathe more often, man. Use shampoo and conditioner.
What if I'm not using conditioner though? Like most men with their 2-in-1s, there's no conditioner, and you have to tell them, hey, you know, conditioner is for men too. Like the shampoo dries out and the condition puts back, so you have to use both together. And then when you use the oil and stuff, it softens the hair.
We're all for the man. I mean, they're men. We want them to be men. I don't want that feminine person. But I'm just saying, groom.
Self-care is manly too. It's for men too. Like
I don't know.
People have bodies.
I don't know about you, but I think lately, I agree with you, Tals, about men looking and feeling like men. I want to be with a man. Be hairy, be all that.
I love that.
But I find like a lot of men are into self-care now. They wash and condition the beard. They use their oils and that kind of thing. They moisturize the skin and stuff. There's a market now. Men are bringing out lines. And like The Rock has a whole line with hair and facial products and that kind of thing.
Stay moisturized. It's good.
It does not matter how hairy you are, whether it's a cold or warm climate. I want you to look like a rugged man. That's fine with me.
Just not ashy.
But keep it classy, keep it nice, keep it moisturized, like you always saying. I'm all for it.
Larry out there, like.
That was a good question.
I'm seeing something here. I'm seeing, oh gosh, let me go down the line. I don't want to skip anybody. Shawnee says, I am a social media manager. I love Pelau. My favorite color is red, and I love meeting new people. Well, big up you, Shawnee. We appreciate the info. Ariana Tang says, yes, I'm new. Ruby brought me here. Big up you, Ruby. Yes. Bringing in new people, yes. We have Fire Wolfman saying, real spill in this sip and spill, boy. Well, you know we have to keep it real. We have to keep it real. Shawnee says, chest hair, no. Nicole Wong in the house. She says, Chris. I know she had this problem with me before. She said, hair everywhere, so you don't have to go down. Oh my gosh. How does it work? I really have to work on proofreading these comments. I am not responding to that. Nicole?
I mean,
what does Anwar say, Rubes?
The first meeting is when you meet the other person's best representative, hopefully.
Ooh. Oh, Papa.
That's actually really true.
Yes.
That's really true. That links back to our first topic, guys.
Yes,
our topic of the day about first impressions and how long do they last? How do they Do they leave a long-term effects? Like, what's the pros, cons, etc. So yeah, I agree.
Yes. And what Travon saying?
Travon said there, boy. So Crystal, I highly approve. But to the beach, the hair must go, but
Listen, natural. That's all I have to say.
Be careful what you ask for, Crystal.
I know exactly what I'm asking for. Your girl know what she likes.
As long as you get road.
Be smooth, boy, for real. Who wants to go next? We still sipping and we still spilling. Who wants to go next?
Yeah.
So I just have a simple yes or no question. Real simple.
We don't have to explain, just yes or no.
Okay, just yes.
Yes or no. But I might ask you off camera about it. Have you ever had a near-death experience?
Oh gosh.
Yes.
Oh God, you tell me about it.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Not that one.
Oh, not that one. Another one.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yes. Who wants to go first?
No, we can't explain.
We can't explain.
Oh,
Yes or no.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes. But I'm glad you're alive.
Okay, yes. We could have been somewhere else.
Come, somebody light it up.
I did not respond. No.
Okay.
And I just no.
All right.
No.
Okay. All right.
No.
Right.
Fair.
I don't know if it qualifies as near death, but
Fair.
but no.
I mean, I feel like you being on a top of a building where the breeze was blowing it back.
That could count.
That crossed my mind.
That could count.
Earthquakes too. Thank God it hardly have earthquakes in that part of the world. Okay.
All right, next question.
Oh, me? Oh, okay. What's the most unconventional thing that can attract you to someone? So I think somebody asked what was a turn off. I am asking the opposite. What is the most unconventional thing, that can attract you to someone?
Unconventional.
I feel it's the same answer for me, you know. I will go the same answer that I answered before.
The hairiness.
A strong jawline.
All right.
Is one of the most unconventional things.
I thought it was
I don't mean to scar you, but a weak jawline would turn me off. It's the petty part of me. And a strong jawline is something unconventional that would instantly attract me to someone. It's like, yeah. I feel like goes back to caveman days, you know, Neanderthal kind of vibes, you know. I don't know.
Unconventional. I think a man who owns...
Oh, one more thing. That thing in the middle here. It used to be big with Neanderthals, but it's no longer. No, it's like it's like a mound of hair, right? No, a mound. No, sorry, not hair. A mound of flesh or skin here. Right?
Okay,
not a lot of men. It's not prominent anymore in modern day men, but that little hump, some men still have it. Something about it is.
That's very unconventional.
Very much so.
That's interesting.
I see a guy with that, I'm like,
That's a nice man.
You a man, huh? And you have a strong jawline? Okay, you a man, all right. I'm not mad at it at all. It did say unconventional, so who's next?
Unconventional. I think any man who has like a nighttime or early morning skin routine really be having me like, oh.
Okay.
You into that self-care.
I feel that way. When you show me by your routine that you are investing in self and you care about yourself and you care about your skin and your body and your health and holistic wellness, to me it's like, that's a man. Like I'm like, you are comfortable pouring 100% into yourself, which means that you aren't pouring from a half cup. A half full cup.
Right. Okay,
like you're comfortable topping up your day, starting your day in a way that makes you feel refreshed and ending your night in a way that makes you feel clean and refreshed. And I'm like, that's sexy.
Yeah.
Investing in yourself is sexy.
Yeah.
Right.
I like that. Fire Wolfman said it's called a brow ridge. It is. A brow ridge.
So repeat the question. Is it about the quality or is the body
It could be anything that's unconventional.
So this is very weird. I will never have said this like years ago, but I've changed. Right? I know two people who it's not okay, one is like friend, one right? And I can't believe I'm saying this.
Go ahead.
There's something now that is actually attractive yet very disturbing to some people. I find it so confident. I can't remember saying this. It's so confident to say. No, because I can't be this. People who know me know that what I'm about to say is going to be thing, right? Spell it. When a man, like, if, let me say we laughing and we home and, watching TV and things like that, and then he just busts a fart. Oh. Before, I would be like, yo, go outside. Go outside. No, but for me, now it's like, damn, that is the most confident. That is like, because it's hilarious, it's funny. Yeah. And if I that you could do that in front of me, knowing how I feel about it before. Yeah, dog. You have to be really knowing yourself to do that, dog.
That really is unconventional.
I've changed.
It's like
Ruby still can't catch herself.
I've changed.
A fart is your body's way of saying they're comfortable with you.
That's what. No, but before it would have been a turn. No, honestly, Chris, before it would have been a turn off. But I actually like have friends who confidently do those things too, and I'm like, I've grown. I'm like, damn, that is so cool because you are. I'm not saying that I will do that. I will find myself in the toilet. But I think that is like you have to be like my good friend, everything in one to reach that place.
Taz, may I respond?
I like that one.
You want to respond?
I like that.
This is not the first time we spoke about farts on this show. Yeah. And I think those who truly follow this show know how I feel about farts, especially in a relationship.
Right.
You could fart around me.
Right.
First of all, I'm not going to think about how confident you are. Right? But do your thing. Feel comfortable.
Right.
I'm not farting around your dog.
That is it. That's the difference.
I'm not doing it. I don't care if I have to leave the room a million times. I'm going to leave the room a million times.
Sorry.
And this is a woman show, so we could talk freely. Yeah. We have the monthly curses that we go through. Yeah. And we know what happens with our bodies around that time. We get bloated, we get gassy.
Wet
around that time, I'm also sleep in the other room.
What?
Until that moment, that period has passed. What? Period. Literally. Pardon the pun. But until it has passed. Because ain't no way. I can't. How am I doing you that too? All night, gas. Flatulence.
Yes.
No, partner.
Unless it's like super bad, then you have to breeze that. And you just hang out.
It ain't happening. It's not happening.
I don't know. I'm okay with it.
It will have to be a mistake or an accident for you to hear me fart.
I had to be sleeping, Dread. You have to catch me sleeping.
I've been told it happens when I'm sleeping.
But I don't mind my significant other doing that, but not me.
It's how fast is always find its way into our conversations on this show, boy. No matter how I try, we can't get away.
It's important, you know?
I don't know what's an unconventional one for me. I feel like all mine is pretty conventional though.
Try.
All right, let me see.
What do you think is real cute and quickie?
Even if it's conventional.
A man who cries.
Ooh, that is unconventional.
If you're in touch with your emotions and your feelings that you could express yourself and share. Like you could call me on my BS.
Right. Yeah.
And you could say like, that really hurt my feelings. Yeah. And I don't understand why you do this. Right. You know?
Yeah.
Like I appreciate that. And you go down the line, you're in your feelings, you cry. Yeah. I'll hold you.
Say it for the people in the back.
I'll give you a hug.
I get it.
Be like, baby, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean it.
Yeah. I
didn't mean it.
No, I don't want to be a hypocrite. I said on the show before, I ain't too big on crying. Yeah. But I can put it into perspective. Like the example you just gave, you hurt somebody's feelings or they are, somebody just lost someone. He lost someone dear to him, his mom, his dad, Lord forbid, or whatever, and they're crying. Yes, I get that. Yeah. It is quite sexy and quite admirable to see a man who is in touch with his emotions and can emote and express himself. But on the flip side, somebody who just can't cope with life, or even if you're having a rough time, I said this before on the show, you're having a rough time, life is coming down on you, and you have that moment where you feel like you give up and you're weak and you're crying. You could do that, but get your ASS backup.
That's it.
Yeah.
Right? And let's come up with a solution. I will help you.
Yes.
If I'm in that relationship with you, I will help you.
Yes.
We
You
can
have to come out of it.
brainstorm.
Yeah.
If I need to hold the fort a little bit till you get yourself in a gear.
Facts,
All for
100%.
that. That's the kind of person I am.
Yeah.
But don't stay down there and wallow and cry for me,
and
please.
Forever. Don't stay there forever.
You go lose me.
Yes.
Quick.
Yeah.
So it comes with a context. You know, somebody who is just sensitive or who can just emote, because emoting is healthy.
Yes,
Get
it
that
is.
ish out, because you don't want it coming out in other violence.
Exactly.
You know.
Yeah.
Not just horrible ways.
Yes.
But if you're a man that just complains and you're down in a rut and you're not making an effort to dig yourself out,
that is
bro.
That is where the problem is.
And you're crying because of it.
That is painful.
No
And
sympathy.
you know the other thing too, because guys keep they're not the most expressive, and I understand why. Because there's such a stigma attached to that. So it's important as for us women to as well to create a safe environment as best as possible for them to be able to share. You know.
But I don't want you weaponizing your tears against me.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, you have to know when to stop.
That's a good
But
point.
that's a convo for another day.
Yeah, because then that is very, I don't want to say feminine, but it is because,
Indeed. Guys in the chat room, we do want to hear from you all. I find like we forgetting our people, boy.
No, we ain't
What is
forgetting,
an
we ain't forgetting.
unconventional thing that would attract you guys to a person? We do want to hear from you all. Right? Okay, I feel so we out of time for sip and spill, but I feel we have time for one more. Does anyone want to go?
I actually will. I don't know if you want the nice question.
We want the bad question.
Oh no, that's
the
not mine.
deep
That's
ones.
not mine. No,
You could ask a question.
Yeah,
girl.
Ask.
It's a nice question.
Ask
It's
it.
simple. Okay, so.
Oh, that's what you're asking. If we want it from the nice list, do your thing.
All right.
You know, so now we nice.
So never do the nice face, right? What's your favorite childhood memory? It could be funny too as well.
Oh, that's a nice one. That is nice.
memory.
I have so many.
Give us one, man.
Oh gosh, I will go while Ruby's thinking.
Right. I mean, it's dun, dun, dun.
Yeah. Riding bikes with my friends. I have a distinct memory. Christmas morning, we all got BMX bikes. I had the second nicest one.
Yeah.
I had a friend named Lisa. She had a red one.
Was yours pink?
And look, mine was black.
Oh, nice.
And low key, I did kind of want Lisa's bike. Lisa, I had wanted your bike, girl. But I still was appreciative of my bike, because I had a pretty good BMX bike as well, and a couple other friends, and we would just ride and ride from morning till evening, boy.
Yeah.
I still think about that from time to time. So really nice
beautiful.
memories.
Really nice.
I have one. Okay, so there was those old like when you go to the panyard and stuff like that, the actual what do they call it? The actual
The racks?
The racks.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So
I used to put my pan in.
Yes, man.
Right?
The rack was positioned right in front of my home. So what would happen is, because nobody using it until the next session or whatever, me and my cousins and stuff like that when we were small, go over and we would flip on it and do all kind of acrobatic and sometimes bust our head on it. But we used to like to reenact Power Rangers and stuff. Who is this? Who's the yellow one? Who's the pink one? Real shout out to the people in the panyard. But yeah, those are good memories with my cousins, especially. We always were creative and vibesy and all of that.
Papa, I like that one. What about you?
For me, sorry, I just got like a flood of memories just flowing back.
Same.
But the highlight for me is like on my mom's side, we used to have this family reunion that we'd do around Easter every year. I don't know why we stopped actually, but just seeing, because I come from a very large family on both sides, my mom's side and my dad's side. And on my mom's side, she's one of 5 siblings. They have children and cousins, etc. And just having everybody come out in like their team colors and doing lime and spoon and doing tug of war.
That sounds like fun.
Doing three-legged race with your mummy and just like that kind of camaraderie, competition, and still ending the day with food and kite flying. Like that's how I remember experiencing the Queen's Park Savannah for the first time as well. Like that is like a it's like I'll cry. It's like locked in.
As she says that, guys, bring back family reunions. Let me don't wait till somebody dies and show up and meet and
Bring back the old time days. Bring Bring back the old time.
That was real
ways.
beautiful.
But what a nice childhood memory. I mean, I have plenty, but I grew up on a farm.
Lucky.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't mine. I didn't own it, but but I grew up on a farm. And we used to, well, we would walk down to the pens, the pig pens and stuff, and we would just roam, and that whole part was like our war zone almost. So we would be playing from between the pig pens, jumping, seeing who could jump in this one and come out the next side quick, you know, and then we'll be like pretending we're Scully and Mulder from X-Files and checking up the cow poop. Like real sugarness, you know, real things we used to do. Licking the cow salt, all kind of weird stuff. But we were like having so much fun, like, and going fishing in the pond.
I love that.
It was just roaming the whole area as children, just feeling like the whole world was the adventure, even though it was just a farm, you know.
I think we definitely need to encourage children to have some of that experiences there, because we so confined to social media. We need to get them out. So just speaking about it, I feeling it already.
Like, just pick 2 bag of kaimet, go buy the thing.
We don't know how
like 2 spoons, and that's it. Coming home like with guppy and an empty bag.
He's a real country girl, a real farm girl for real.
Samara, I will talk to you. My mother want to catch guppy long time now. Okay. Crystal, what is your
what
is yours? What am I? What?
Your childhood
I tell all already about BMX bike.
Oh yeah, true. She started. What do you want to do for Lisa Gill, chain up your bike.
I think that's the only time we have a sip and spill.
Yeah,
it was nice sipping and spilling.
Me have nothing else to sip.
Yes, indeed.
Well, we know you had throat from long from the auditions, right?
Guys, we still have more show coming up for you, so do not go anywhere. But before we close this segment, let me see what they're saying.
Yes.
Anwar said Ruby as Nala boy. Yes.
Could have been a thing.
Nala. And then he says that the throat close up.
Throat close up, but
that's what happened.
Like he now watching it from the start.
Yeah, I think so. He now joined.
Yes. Landel Valdez says most guys harbor personal problems and cause more mental issues. But seeking help is advisable.
Amen.
Also talking to your partner for solutions.
100%.
Landel, he always comes with the wisdom. With the wisdom indeed. And what says worst pickup line ever. What did he mean by that? What are you referring to? I can't remember what we were talking about at the time. He says people don't remember what you did, they remember how you made them feel. Absolutely.
Ruby said that earlier.
Confirmation bias.
That's
right. We have somebody new.
Oh, Nisha, that's my sister-in-law.
Ooh, Dr. Nisha in the house. Welcome to the show. Read it now, Rubes.
She said, yes, people may not remember what you said, but always remember how they felt with you. I feel like they now reach the beginning of the show.
True, yes.
Going through that point,
that's
like
all
first
right.
impressions, but that's okay, guys.
That's how good that topic that was.
Yeah, that's a great topic.
People thought what they missed and they start over. Thanks for starting over, guys. Thanks for coming back in.
They don't even remember like the situation.
Yes.
Of course, we're gonna end sip and spill right about now, right? Like I mentioned, we still have more show for you guys, so keep it locked.
Keep it locked.
Like Sam said, where you going?
Where you going? Where you going? Hey,
Cool yourself.
like your moms, you know, and mothers would call it. Hey, where you going? Come, sit down here.
Stay right here.
Right there.
Right? Stay right here.
We'll be back.
We'll be back right after
this.
So new, but so radical.
New! The KFC Double Stacker Sandwich. 2 crispy chicken fillets sandwiched with barbecue sauce and cheddar cheese.
So new, so radical.
Order your Double Stacker Sandwich now via the app or KFC.com. It's finger licking good.
Your child is beginning to discover the world. It's time to let them explore. Clim 1 Plus contains calcium, iron and vitamins that support their defenses, helping to promote a healthy immune system and normal growth. After all, your little explorer has the whole world to discover. Clim, your love, their future. Clim 1 Plus is not a breast milk substitute. It is specially suited from 1 year onward.
You on my mind, can't seem to slow down. Yeah, I feel the vibe. Got me holding on. Show us on your mind. It's like you're the one and I'm delusional. I want you, take me there. Talk nice to me, feel that, baby. I want you, take me there. Talk nice to me. Like that, when I'm whining on it like that. Wanna grind upon it like that. When I'm moving closer like that, like that, like that, like that, like that. Wanna hold you longer like that. Got me feeling on it like that. Wanna bump and grind it like that, like that, like that, like that, like that.
Hold on to me, baby. I'll take you there. No time, no fair. Hold on to me, baby. I'll take you there. Cause when I rock so, hold on tight before you drop low. Ever since I spot you, we'll hold you close like a lasso. And girl, you know I got to. Once you wrong me, you know I got you. You could live a little, give a little. One this night, then none is a no. Tryna play it cool, but you're not regular. No lie, girl, I rough up my temperature. Would have been a fool if I didn't let you go. That body excellent, the way it's flexing on me.
Like that, when I'm whining on it like that. Wanna grind upon it like that. When I'm moving closer like that, like that, like that, like that, like that. Wanna hold you longer like that. Got me feeling on it like that. Wanna bump and grind it like that, like that, like that, like that, like that.
Hold on to me, baby. I'll take you there. No time, no fair. Hold on to me, baby. I'll take you there.
Vision music.
Yeah.
Crystal K.
Oh, nah, nah, oh, nah, nah. I like to act off like I don't care. Like nothing don't bother me getting on me ear. Move up my life with style and flair. Protect my energy, me always aware. But when it comes to you, you get through. Whenever you name me, never know what to do. Secretly wishing I was your boo. And I feel you know that too. But I rock back, stay on track. Never lose focus, gotta plan the attack. So I play it cool, oh, I play the fool. But psychology don't work on you. Know that fuckery don't work on you. Why I'm like cellophane when it comes to you.
Hey guys, welcome back to Island Girl Talk. If you were enjoying that last jam, just know our hostess with the mostess, Crystal.
Oh, good.
That is her single, so check it out on YouTube, Spotify.
Ruse, what are you talking about? You know how old that song is?
But I'm hearing it for the first time because I know, right? But guys, if you're now tuning in, you would have missed our last few segments. We had the topic of the day, which was all about first impressions and the longevity and the damage or the support that it can offer, depending if it goes well, if it's terrible. Then we had a spotlight, because as your new host, as your new cast for season 3, episode 1, we just wanted you all to get to know us a little better. Yeah. And of course, we have the all favorite sip and spill, and the tea was piping hot. And now we move into the pity pum patum, pity pum patum, pity pum patum, pity pum. Let's talk trends.
Hey, Wally, we have to stay together. Ruby, do your thing again, boy.
3, 4.
Let's talk.
I like a music.
That's what I like about this show.
I like the music countdown.
Yeah.
We're going from here.
Bring it. Hey. Let's talk trends.
Only we have a whole intro.
Animation.
I love it.
Animation for your money,
So
boy.
guys, this week, this last 2 weeks actually on Instagram, if you've been following the reels, you would know that there's a German content creator.
Wait. I'm so sorry, yeah, Rubes. I love you though. But what going on with that space between you?
Oh yeah.
What going on with that space between you and Sam, boy?
I look like a lonely bird, you know, because of the space.
That's
See this?
That's we imaginary friend or what?
Imaginary. Well,
This space alone, if anybody sitting in this space holds red
things
power.
to come. Things to come.
This is an energy magnet. Okay? So when whomever is about to sit in this seat, when they come in, just understand, is it chair power?
Yes.
Right?
The power of the chair, boy.
Correct. And the spotlight will be back on them. You're not ready, you know. You're not ready. But guys, before I bring them on, we're gonna hit some trendy little talks.
But all right.
You
Yeah.
want to bring them in before?
I feel so, you know.
You sure they can keep up with the trendy talk?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Let me give a little air drum roll.
And
Air drum roll.
you see how I like noise?
From season 2 of Island Girls Talks,
Yes.
let's welcome the brilliant hostess with the mostest, Nicole Wongchuk.
Come in, girl. I can't. We love an impromptu visit.
I feel like an injustice has been played upon I.
Why?
Because it's a few things. Because they start the whole show and had nothing to say about my name, which is precious hair. You know,
God.
holy crap.
No, wait. We did give you a special hail out in the beginning.
We did.
When we first started speaking about all the hostesses or the mostesses who went before, you also highlighted.
We did.
Okay, fine. That was addressed. Right. No
Yes.
problem.
Now Nicole is here today.
My segment, which is the Sip and Spill segment, I feel like I was supposed to be here for that because I have some questions. I have some questions. I have some
We could do one. Let me do one. Oh,
No. I meant like I had some questions based
Yes, you
on
did.
what you guys were talking about.
Right.
It left us confused, but I know we don't have time for that.
Nicole used to come with the hard-hitting questions for
I
real.
love a hard hitter.
Indeed.
I feel like anyway. We don't have time for that. We are on a time crunch.
So quickly, Nicole is here today just based on vibes. She messaged me earlier. She's like, Chris,
And she's good energy.
but let's talk trends. I have a little something. Talk about this. I said, well, girl, why you don't come talk about it your damn self? Come to the show. So she's like, say less. Say
Happy to see it.
Indeed. Rubes, girl, do your thing.
Yes, Ruby. Talk about other trends.
Okay, but I will talk about other trends. I was ready to listen to yours. I was like, what's going on, Nicole? Come tell us.
But mine is the biggest, baddest trend.
Oh,
We will take
we love a steamy build up. So I just want to link one time into Instagram trend. This Instagrammer is also on TikTok, but his following has significantly increased on Instagram. This German came to Trinidad and decided he was going to walk from Toko to Icacos. No, Isaac could barely manage walking around the savannah.
Miss CrossFit herself?
No. Weightlifting and high intensity training is not walking through the Trinidadian heat for nearly 24 hours straight.
No, who does that?
Consistently.
Did he make it?
He made it. He made it. He successfully made it as of
In how much
today.
time?
He started May 2nd, I believe. So today is the 15th, so 13 days.
I feel he would not have made it if those people didn't accompany him.
But that's the thing, right? His whole mission was to go from Toko to Icacos and prove that despite our country being on the list where it is, that he could still have a safe experience and that we are people who give, who are loving, who are joyful. And in his reels, he definitely highlighted that. How many people were willing to open their houses to them, their churches to him, give him food, give him water. I mean, in the early journey, he accidentally accepted money, but he really wanted to do the journey without any cash on him and just receiving the goodness of people's hearts with food and water, etc. Which I thought was pretty awesome. So
It
Trinidad,
So did he
Tobago, Caribbean, all your islands, we are those kind of people. Like,
I
we
think
are
he
just
proved
loving
both.
people.
He proved both.
Yes.
Because he almost got robbed, right?
He got robbed.
He did,
and somebody saved him.
Oh my God. Well,
And it's, what is the name of the Hunters Association
Correct.
people?
Hunters Association self.
Yes, they accompanied him for the rest of the trip,
Correct.
which I
thought
think
was
had
really
a major
awesome.
role in why he was able to successfully complete it
But in
unscathed.
all fairness, he actually did this in different parts of the world, and he did have major mishaps in other parts of the world
And he
as
didn't
well.
have that with us.
So this is not like this is minor compared to what he actually had in Africa and other places.
Well, that's good to
In terms
know.
of the challenges he faced. Hey, my brother actually met him when he was on my dad's land in Rio Claro. And I had a whole photo with him. I was like, hey, that's a celebrity. I think it's amazing how many of us were like, that's actually crazy. I would not even walk to the corner shop.
I blame Forrest Gump. I blame Forrest Gump. I tell you. But I think it's beautiful because we get to see people be warm towards him and really show forth as well. Because sometimes Trinidad gets we always see the negative on the news and all that.
Agreed. I think also just seeing parts of Trinidad where we would naturally venture to. And
Indeed.
seeing it being celebrated on his reels was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else is on the list, Rubes?
So guys, Mother's Day would have been Sunday gone.
Yes.
And the mother of the opposition at the moment, Auntie Kamala, decided to make a statement that I feel like as women we would really love to just share a little feedback on. Essentially, she suggested, or rather stated, it is alleged, that older women may feel lonely if they don't have kids. And that women who are in their 20s and 30s should start having children ASAP. And not necessarily focus on building a career for yourself, but also
Or making
balancing.
money.
Correct. And
So
also
that you can
balancing.
support said child.
So
In
how
fact,
is child coming into this world?
she has to just pluck it from the air. You know,
Good point.
Quote unquote says, concentrating solely on careers and not motherhood during your 20s and 30s would not negatively affect a woman psychologically at that time because she would usually have a lot of single friends and thus a vibrant social life. I am in my late 20s. I do not have either.
Thank you.
But I mean, I have a little disclaimer there though. She says solely. So if someone is okay, I'm not saying to those who actually, some people are made that way where they don't really necessarily want children, but they just have this thing. What she's saying, because honestly, this society now is different. It's so feminism in its own way that you see in the gender wars and all of that. That there's no trust in the Almighty to help provide. You know, you use what you see, which is not built on faith. You say, okay, well, the economy is bad, so no children and da-da-da. But I've seen, even my mom, I've seen older women too as well, and the elders, sadly to say, I see the loneliness as well, and I see them around children. I see them around, and there's we need to see the beauty of both sides, not the extremes. So I'm glad that she brought the topic. I don't know her heart or her agenda behind the topic because it was on Mother's Day, right? I understand, but I like the fact that she said solely because that has been projected on social media.
Okay,
but there's more to it.
What's
I'm not having it at all.
No, I'm sorry. I have resting bitch face. But I am not a feminist. I've said that multiple times on this show. I'm very traditional. I am all for women having kids, having that traditional family, that kind of thing. I do think that a woman is fulfilled by having kids. And also, yes, it's good to consider not wanting to grow old and you have people to take care of you in that way when you do. But Miss Cams, Auntie Cams, in this day and age, right? Like lovely Sam just said, who we having the children with?
Yeah. Because we were told as well, be careful.
Choose your man wisely.
Right? And it's not a matter of just going and having a child. Not once did she mention men in there.
No.
It's a family unit. The onus is not on us.
I recognize that.
So I have to, if I am to take your advice, I just want Auntie Camps to know I need to look at the type of person that I intend to procreate with. Are they able to, whether we together or not? If we together, great. If we're not, are you gonna help be a good co-parent in this journey together and all these things? I have to know that I am procreating with a good man, a good strong 100%. Man who knows how to provide and all of these things, especially for his kids.
Yes, good point.
The other thing is, Miss Lady, children are expensive.
Yes, sir.
All right, ma'am. Unless you want us to end up in the board house with 3, 4, 5 children, we don't know how to take care of them, and then we asking you, the government, to help us out. No, ma'am, you are. She is. What's the word I'm looking for? Perpetuating a certain culture, a certain kind of. Yes, I'm not about that life, and most women who are real women in this place, we're not about that life, man. That is struggle life. We don't want it. Sorry.
No. Also, the question of is the individual in their 20s ready
to
mentally, emotionally, and physically to have a child? Because we have, I'm sorry, not all women are mothers who have children. A child might be the easiest thing to make sometimes, but when you're raising a child, what quality of child? Because we can't be thinking quantity. It's had to be quality too, to be a productive member of society that actually helps the economy and helps, society at large, that can bear and foster a good culture for the society to then be okay to live in, instead of the situation that we have in the country known as crime.
Nicole, I want to hear you.
Yes, Nicole, rather quiet.
Oh gosh, that's 2 mics in one.
Only watch your time, man. Nicole has to leave.
Okay, I wasn't gonna weigh in on it simply because we don't have the time. But to summarize, I'm not sure if I was ready to have a child, but I had my child in my 20s, and in my mind, I was ready because I live my life. I'm already an adult, and I don't think, honestly, nobody's ready to have children.
That's a good point.
What I respect everything everyone says, and it just represents a different person. And I actually think Auntie K, she was really speaking to the women. So I think she didn't mention the men simply because the message was for Mother's Day, and she didn't go into financial. You have to understand the context in which it came out of. And she did not say only have children. She said don't solely focus on it. And for example, if it is, I say don't solely focus on something. It just means get your ducks in order for the other things. So think about preparing. Think about meeting this guy. Think about what kind of guy you want. Think about if you are sending your child, if you're doing private, if you're doing public, so just put your ducks in order. I think that's what she meant. And we can't hit on her because she's the one who had provided free education, at some point, where whether it was the best decision or not, she loves the children.
She loves the children.
She loves the children. And as a mother, as a woman, she probably is just that nurturing type. So let me ease you up a little bit.
But while
all
you're
right,
talking,
Nicole, we
I feel
appreciate
like you want to give your big news one time.
Yes, give it one time.
I'm ready to hear your big news one time. Yeah.
But she wanted to end it with that,
Well, it's the end. Yeah.
Come on.
All right.
So, guys, I am in a new production that is called Unfinished Business.
Big up you.
This is also like one of the best actors I know. So, when I say this, sorry. Rose is also one of the best actors I know. So,
Thank you so much, Nicole. That means a lot to me.
One of the best I know too, so
there we go. But Unfinished Business is a 2-handler, so that means there's only 2 of us on stage. And it's a brand new, well, no, I wouldn't say brand new, but it is a new concept for recent times since post-pandemic. We're going to be doing intimate theater. And 2 things can happen with intimate theater. I I know all of us as performers, when you perform for a smaller crowd, it's a different vibe, it's a different energy. But when you perform for 750 seats, for example, Queen's Hall, how much is Napa? Like 1,500 or something like that. So we are only having 50 seats a night. And just to give you a little summary of, I'm not going to give you too much because you have to come and see. But a little summary of it, it's basically I'm playing Shelley Lee and my co-actor, Trevon Jagmohan. And hopefully we can get him on to talk a little bit about himself because we all know him as a very seasoned actor. He is playing something Passad. Right? And basically, it's different to what we know where stories have a beginning and an end. It's really just a snapshot into these two who had a past.
I love that.
And might have a future, but they definitely have a present.
Hey.
And of course, it's, let's just say intimate theater is not only just to describe the theater.
Yeah, I love that. So when is this happening? Where can we get tickets? What time?
So it's happening the holiday that coming up, that long weekend. So the Friday 30th, the Saturday 31st, Sunday as well. I guess that would be the first. And it's at Trinidad and Tobago Theatre Workshop. So we all know how small that is.
That's really intimate.
And in terms of tickets, so it's on special now. Only $75. That's less than $100.
Wow.
That is a $200 date.
Come on. That was a discussion for a while also. If you can afford a $200 date.
Including drinks, right? So you have extra to buy a little carib. And yes, we serve alcohol. Only come you walk inside with your alcohol and you'll sip. And
I love that. And taking some intimate
take it, yes, be entertained.
So guys,
you can get tickets at Island Tickets, or we do have physical tickets available.
Perfect. Can we get it at TTW?
No.
Okay. So Island E.
I feel that's a date. That's a date.
That's an Island Girl
I'll be
date.
there.
Yeah, I'll be there as well.
I appreciate y'all. But we're going to come back and maybe, just maybe, y'all might get a little taste of it. But it's very spicy, so I don't know.
We're ready. Don't worry. If they can watch Island Girl talk, they can handle it. Spice. Don't
Absolutely.
So I think that's it. We're about to see some intimate theater starring Nicole and Trevon Jagmohan.
Yes.
They're going to be kicking it off at Trinidad Theatre Workshop. The end of this month, that will be May 31st.
Going into the Friday, the Saturday, the Sunday.
31st and the
So that is only 150 tickets to be sold, right? That was intentional so that we don't have to hike up the price to book a Queen's Hall or a Napa.
And that is fair for the people. For the people. So see a real theatrical performance with local actors, bringing out the
and
best
you're gonna
and
laugh.
best.
It's a take on a rom-com.
What's the name again?
Unfinished Business.
Unfinished Business. That just sounds like Bacchanal.
It does.
Nice. like Bacchanal.
So that's it?
That's it for talking trends. We told you about the German who made it from Ikakas to talk to Ikakas. We told you about
anti-cams.
Have some babies in your 20s and 30s. Start early.
Nobody say happy.
And make sure you balance your life and balance your schedule, because it is a bit lonely later on in life. And we've heard about unfinished business.
Yes, I.
So guys, stay logged in. We have some more things coming your way with Island Girl Talk. Thank you so much for joining us so far, and see you soon. Oh, we cut into ads now. In case you didn't know, we cut into ads now. Anytime now.
Since they were on sale, Laura bought these umbrella shoes without thinking. Literally, without thinking. Hungry for deals? You'd better come and satisfy it at KFC before doing something crazy. 7 pieces of delicious chicken with a bucket of fries. The KFC Wow Bucket for $119.95.
Are you ready to dive into a summer of fun and learning? Join us at the La Jolla Sporting Complex for our instructional swimming classes for children and adults. For the little ones, our Tuesday and Thursday classes from May 28th to July 4th are the perfect opportunity to splash into confidence and build lifelong skills in the water. And for those with busy weekends, fear not. Our Saturday and Sunday classes running from May 25th to June 30th offer a flexible schedule to fit your family's needs. Adults, it's never too late to become a water wizard. Join us on Saturdays and Sundays from May 28th to July 4th, or choose our Monday and Wednesday classes starting May 27th through July 3rd. Registration is just a splash away. Call 225-4375 extension 5318 to secure your spot today. EPL Properties Limited, enhancing people's lives.
Rock out, wine to the ground. Can nobody move that way? Push past when the music play. I wine to the ground, wine to the ground. Rock out, wine to the ground. Come follow me, wine on your body. Go down, go down. She said, come follow me, wine on your body. Go down, go down. Nobody come, no waste no time. See what you like, work it from behind. Grab on a waist for me, slow wine for me. Now waste any second on a groove for me. Get busy when a body walk by. So fine, make you say, oh my. Eyes up on it, better work for it, taste it. Go gal, take it to the shoddy waist. See, I know you long time. Rich body fella, get your money wine. Man, I say, oh yeah. Down we go down, yeah. See nobody like a zip code.
Guys, we're back. We're back with more show. Yes, we're so happy for those of you all who stuck with us since the beginning. We do appreciate you guys.
Thanks, guys.
But if for some reason you're just joining, well, you missed quite a show so far. We talked about first impressions in topic of the day. We spotlighted each other. We sipped and we spilled. Right? We talked the tea with Let's Talk Trends and what's happening in and around Trinidad. And now it's time for the Wellness Wavelength. We're still getting it together. It's time for the Wellness Wavelength. Guys, this is a new segment where we're going to be talking more about self-care, health and wellness, mental health, that kind of thing. Things that I think is much needed, especially in this post-pandemic world. Yes? So we're going to keep it nice and tight. Private joke there. Sorry. Ooh, sidetracked. But we're going to keep it nice and tight for you. And today we want to talk about ways to overcome anger on the spot. We're just going to give you 5.
That's fine.
5 tips to overcome anger on the spot. Now, the thing here is not to overcome anger, but to overcome it in the moment. Because you know it is
right at that moment.
Always a person that just... I didn't even want to do that because all the temper. But anyway, we all have that person or persons that just trigger us, aggravates us, and gets us to a point where otherwise we would be calm, collected, mindful, and all of that. But there's this one person that know just the right buttons to push and could just set you all the way off. So we just want to come up with a couple tips for you guys on how to overcome just in the moment. All right? So that you don't throw everything out the window, lose your job, mash up your relationship, all kinds of drama.
Put it in the trash.
I know for me, what works for me is breathing deeply and intentionally.
Yes.
Just calming my spirit, anchoring myself back down.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed. I like that. Let me do that now. I ain't angry, you know. I ain't angry, but breathing is good. Deep breathing. I like that. It calms you down in the moment.
Yeah. And while you're breathing, actually, if you could just run from numbers 1 to 10 or 10 to 1, however you
Count to
decide
10.
whatever order, but just count to 10.
Yeah.
You know, just give yourself a little mental break and a break
It's all right.
out of that, you know, what angered you while you're breathing.
Shift focus.
That works, I've done that before.
A little
It
10
helps.
second breather,
Yes.
you know.
Yeah.
And, you know, if you step away, sometimes you have to step away from that place of contention.
100%.
Because I'm not saying over isolation. I'm saying that you need that minute or so to, you know, like with some people, they might just relax or whatever. For me, I will pray because I would like to hear God's perspective. Sometimes you are in the wrong. So, you know, and then I come back.
Go
and I
outside,
deal
get
with
some
it.
air.
Yeah, it's not for a long time. You don't want to promote that. We're born into a world of people. We have to be around people, right?
100%.
But you need that time to kind of get the full perspective, and then you come back and you address it, and you know.
Love that one. I love that one. What I like to do is use mantras as reminders too. You know, especially on your healing journey and on your journey to self-awareness and that kind of thing. For example, I am calm and I am in control. Or
That's
I
a good
choose
one.
peace in this moment. You know, or another one that I like, I'm a master of my emotions.
I love that one.
You know,
That is a good one.
so while them tying in your ears and causing all kinds of fluctuations in your system, you cool yourself. I'm a master of my emotions. I choose peace in this moment over and over, over and over.
Yes.
It actually helps you to get a hold of the situation and to remind you this person does not have power over me.
Absolutely.
Right?
And if you can't do any of those things, just go like in a little corner, pick up your phone and call a friend.
A trusted friend.
A trusted friend and vent. Get it off your chest. Because speaking is a form of therapy.
Yes, it is.
Right? And sometimes you just need to get it off your chest in a moment instead of having an emotional reaction to the person. Have an emotional reaction to somewhere safe. That isn't involved in the drama to escalate anything.
situation, of
you
course.
know? So yeah, you can phone a friend.
Not a gossip body.
Not a gossip buddy, not somebody,
Trusted friend.
Yep. Mature person.
Somebody who could give you objective feedback. Yes.
And help you calm down.
Yes.
Listen, who would listen to you and probably then give you from step 1 that we just gave and move through the rest.
Absolutely.
You know?
I like how we went through all 5 easy peasy.
Yes.
Right? We're keeping it tight for you all today. Right? So, of course, again, this is called the Wellness Wavelength. Right. It's one of our new segments that... I don't be rude for the wave. I saw you at football, you know. I see you at football doing the wave. I like that.
Yes.
Let me practice now. You know, here on Island Girls, we don't hide anything. So it's a wrap for the Wellness Wavelength. We gotta actually make our we go.
We'll get it.
All right, guys. Guys, we still have one more segment. We're nearing the end of the show, but of course, keep it locked. Don't go anywhere. Where you going? Where you going? Stay right here, please. Right. We'll be back after these messages.
See you soon.
So new, but so radical.
New! The KFC Double Stacker Sandwich. 2 crispy chicken fillets sandwiched with barbecue sauce and cheddar cheese.
So new, so radical.
Order your Double Stacker Sandwich now via the app or KFC.com. It's finger licking good.
Coconut water. Get your coconut water. Coconut water. It good for your daughter. Coconut water. Get your coconut water. Give me some of that coconut. All that water go fill me up. Boy, don't give me every drop. I want all of your coconut. Give me some of that coconut. Me some. All that water go fill me up. Boy, don't give me every drop. I want all of your coconut. I never write your name when I saw you, baby. Na na na.
Should pick up.
Na na na.
So hi guys, this is Island Girl Talk. My name is Thalia, and you know the rest of the ladies here.
I'm Ruby.
I'm Smara.
I'm Crystal Kane.
Right, and again we are Island
Girls
Girls
Talk.
Talk. All right, so we have such a really good program today, guys.
Yeah.
You know, first impressions, our topic itself, as you can see, people still
We
bringing
still
in,
talk
you know,
about
their
it.
reactions towards that. So again, guys, continue to be with us. We want to grow together. You know, we welcome all your feedback as well, right? And for all those supporters, you know, we love you guys, you know.
Oh gosh.
And for all the different segments that we had Spotlight, you know, we just
Topic.
had what is it? The wavelength, the
Wellness Wavelength.
I have to get used to it.
Which is a new segment.
Yes,
so
man, for your health, sip and spill.
Sip and spill. We
All right, so
talk
we
some
had
trends.
such like a really balanced, you know, variety of topics and stuff
Yeah.
today, and now we just wanna, you know, breathe, relax,
Yeah.
and we want to embrace what we call the empowerment minute.
I love it.
All right.
So now, animation papa. Animation papa.
I love
But
that.
you know, we have a way that we like to do it here on the show, right?
Okay.
So do it. We get another chance. We have a little woosah to do. There we go. Let me go, Tals.
All right. So hold on. All right. So this is Island Girl Talk. The Empowerment Minute.
Woosah. Yes,
All
I.
right. Hold your peace. All right.
Hold it
we
right
want
here.
to quote. We want to quote this. This is something that really touched me when I heard it. Right.
Look at Ruby. Look
And I
at
want to
Ruby.
big up Crystal Kane for sourcing this particular this quote here. Right?
Thank you, darling.
It says, within the depth of your soul lies an infinite wellspring of potential waiting to be unearthed. Let your dreams be the compass guiding you to the treasure buried within.
Ooh.
All right? So now, the way I would have looked at this before is different how I look at it now. Now, as the Lord said, Father, not my will, but thy will be done.
Thy will.
So his dream has now become my dream. So I always ask God, what is your heart for me? What is your will for me? And he even uses, for me personally, he uses dreams to talk to me. Wow. So I found most of my purpose really in the dreams and stuff. So I look forward to that communication from him, right? Now, Christ in us, the hope of glory. We are all here for a purpose, you understand? And there's so much people who are not tapping into their potential before they leave this earth. So I am very thankful to be here, part of the set with these lovely ladies, because I think we're all embracing this particular part of our destiny, which I believe is going to impact a lot of people. So I love this, you know. May we tap into that. May we tap into everything that we're here for, our destiny, the treasure, as they say, that is buried within. Let us not leave it buried. Let us bring it out into a world that needs that light.
Read it again for the people in the back.
So it says, within the depth of your soul lies an infinite wellspring of potential waiting to be unearthed. Let your dreams be the compass guiding you to the treasure buried within. I love it. What is your take on that?
When I saw it, I was like, all right, this is me. And I know it's the girls. I know you all could connect.
Let
with
your
this.
dreams be your compass to the treasure buried within. Hell yeah.
Yes.
Because it's our dreams that propel us to try and be better, do better, live better, achieve more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And granted, some of us succeed and some don't. They get pretty close. But we are driven by our dreams, our passions, and all of that jazz. So let that guide you. Follow it. Follow your dreams. Wholeheartedly.
Sit down.
By the grace of God.
By the grace?
Yeah.
You haven't taken that? What do you have to say about that?
Well, I'd say definitely that the things that happen naturally on your path, the way you're going, you know, that you don't know, that gut feeling, you know, that you know is the Spirit talking to you. I mean, some people don't know it's the Spirit talking to them, but it is that God in you saying, this is your step next. So that's why they always say, trust your gut. You know, trust that voice that tells you, okay, this is the step that you feel safe, that because you have all the treasures within. You have everything within you to make it possible, to make it happen. 100%. And your dreams are like, has no limit. You don't put a cap on dreams. That's why it's loud. That's why it's called a dream. That's why it's grand. That's why your path and your what people call destiny or whatever. You can't really see it because God sees it for you. So when it's going you just have the faith, you keep walking your path, and you keep living in what that gift is and what that purpose is, and you just keep going with it. And as you walk, even if you're doubting, at the more and more treasures on earth, more and more you realize you can do in yourself. That builds confidence, that builds everything, and then it will ultimately lead you to your ikigai, or to wherever, what your value is to the world, which is your purpose that God has put you here for.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
And you don't have to be selfish with it, because this is really for, we interact with one another. Your gift could be what's missing for that person.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly.
Crystal?
So that's it?
Yeah.
I chimed in a little bit.
You chimed in a little bit?
Yes. Right?
That's
it?
That's it. This is the
wrap up your segment, baby girl.
So this is Island Girl Talk. And once again, this is the
Empowerment Minute.
And I pray,
yes,
and I pray that you're empowered. Again, hold your peace. All right?
Hold your peace, boy. Hold your peace. Well, guys, as I like to say, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. We've done it.
Doubles.
Right? The first episode of season 3.
That's crazy.
Guys, we want to thank you all so much.
Yes,
we
thank
started
you,
off
thank
nice
you,
and
thank you.
strong. For everyone who tuned in, thank you. Please continue to choose us on a Wednesday. Continue to tune in. We won't be a show without you all. And we're doing this with women in mind, with Caribbean women in mind, but also we love our men too. This is
I need you guys.
all of y'all.
Absolutely. Be sure, of course, to tune in every last Wednesday of the month as well, where we turn the show over to men and we call it Guys Perspective. You see, we holding space for you all too. It's not just about us. You understand? There would be no us without you all, and there'd be no you all without us. So it's a synergy that we can't get away from. All right. Of course, we're going to be here every single Wednesday from 6 to 8 p.m. Sometimes 6 to 8:30 if the talk's going good, like today. 8:35. Right. But of course, join us next week. Right here at OurRadio.fm. Also, our radio station. Right. Big up our radio Matic. Big up you, boy. Big up you, boy. Right. And yeah, we're going to be here next week every single Wednesday for the next four months or so. Right. Right. Absolutely. But before we go, let me talk to the people. Right. Somebody said, Karina said, when people show you who they are, believe them. Right. We have Dennis Allen in the house. Saying family. Dennis has been a fan of the show since day one. Firewolfman laughing, he clapping, he don't know what to do with himself. We have that voice guy asking, is this live? Yes, sir. It is very much live. And you can also catch the playback if you missed the live. Once we're done, play it back from the top. And comment as well. And what he's saying, he don't know. I don't know what he's talking about.
You don't know if it's live.
You don't know if it's live. He doesn't know. Right. That voice guy says, O.U.R Radio, you guys read the comments? Yes, we do.
We do.
All the time. We reading it now. Ruby girl, what you say there? What you said just now?
We're live and we're reading, highlighting all the comments on the show.
Absolutely. Finish us up.
Firewolfman said he praying for us. Praying emoji.
We need it.
Dennis Allen said, I like the new time, but the midday vibes was nice too.
Oh gosh. Yes, noted. And GK
Studios said, great show.
Thank you so much, GK, and welcome to the show as well. I think he's new. Guys, like I said, that's it. Thank you so very much. We hope to see you all next week. Do not forget, Wednesday, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Ladies, you all ready?
Yes. Of course.
Island Girl Talk, where women are free to simply be. Unapologetically. Keep it classy, guys.
Stay awesome.
Be great.
And hold your peace.
Hold your
Much love, guys.
Hey. Bye, guys.
Till next
I'm out of luck
time.
because you never ever know who you get when I'm up. I'm sorry, baby. Can you please forgive her?
I knew I had it coming when you had me in your arms. Boy, you said, baby. Don't you make me sound so good, but I knew we fall apart. Oh, you said, baby. You's a baby. You's a baby, 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 yeah. Oh. Dale mi papi,
The way you look so good tonight, yeah.
I see you staring